field for a key conference matchup between the Park Hill Trojans and the visiting Liberty Blue Jays. But first, let's send it over to Dawson Bean, Colton Beagle, and Brody Fetters for the second edition of the Trojan Hour.
What is going on, Trojans? Welcome back to the second edition of the Trojan Hour. We are within the next hour, counting down to the kickoff of the Park Hill versus Liberty game. This is going to be a big game. Brody, tell us a little bit about Liberty.
I mean, they're a big run-heavy offense. They offer. I mean, the boys up front get it done. They get it done, and Carter Hatfield, their QB, gets it done too on the ground. So it should be a good game for the Trojans, but they will have to manage. They have had their fair share of run-heavy offenses. These past 3 weeks, they've had 2 of the 3. I mean, Park Hill South is just kind of a, rest week, 35-0 rivals, but whatever. Against Staley at Staley, that was a run-heavy team. Against Kearney, that was a run-heavy team. So big thing to look out for is, again, that run. So what can you guys tell us?
I mean, yeah, Liberty's a great team. They're ranked the 6th overall team in Missouri, 5th in Class 6, and 1st in our conference. So, they have just been rolling through everyone. They beat Central last week 63-21.
Hello.
To put them to 5-0. And Central, they may not be crazy good, but Central's not bad. 63-21. Jeez, dude. Yeah, I think it's really just going to come down to us stopping the run game.
Yeah, absolutely,
I think it's going to be a huge part of it.
Absolutely, and tagging on to what you said, man, Liberty has outscored their opponents this year 244-63.
Oof. Wow.
That's just, I don't know.
Football numbers.
I don't know if you can go and look through any other previous high school football teams this year's, but that's dominance, man. That's an insane team. I mean,
man, our freshman year at Liberty North, they were pretty good too.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. But talking about varsity, we haven't seen something like this in a while, right? This is just an absolute dominant team. They're going through every opponent that comes through them, and Park Hill's going to look to be that wall.
Yeah, I mean, last year Liberty was obviously a really solid team still. They don't just drop off like that, and they had a really good running back last year, Simone Award winner. But, we were able to overcome and win 21-17 over them last year. So, I mean, what's stopping us from doing it again? They may be a little bit better this year. They may be 5-0. They may be rolling through our conference. But what's stopping us from doing it again? They were good last year.
I don't hate that take, Dawson. And last year, actually, during the regular season, we did beat Liberty 21-17. And I was at that game personally. It was an amazing game, Dawson. It was a tie game at half. It was a close game to the end. Student section was hype, and I'm just hoping that we can see that again this week out of the Trojans.
Well, yeah, I mean, as I have written here, it was 7-7 at half, like you were saying, and we came out and Zane was able to get some offense going through 2 back-to-back touchdown passes, 1 to Dante, 1 to Braylon Agee, 2 of our biggest weapons are. It's just, I think we could do it. I think it's gonna be.
I agree with you, man.
I mean, There's nothing that says we can't do it. We've stopped multiple run-heavy offenses over the past 3 weeks that we should be able to just stop. I mean, if we can do it again, our offense, we have the offensive power.
Absolutely, dude. And I think that, Coach Reynolds, after these last few weeks, has taken a step up, right? He's realized that it's an unparticular spot, unseen spot that he got put into, but it's a spot that he's going to have to take. It's a role that he's going to have to take. And I think over the last couple of weeks, it shows that he has really taken that step up and learned a little bit himself on what it means to really be a head coach and what it means to command a team like he is.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. He was the coach in the early 2000s, kind of took a step back, defensive D-line coach, but now, taking that role as the head coach, thrown into the fire, and he's done well.
Oh, yeah.
He's done well. Yes, he has 2 losses on him, but one of them was by 7 points.
Exactly.
You held a Kearney Bulldogs team who is very good.
Very.
Under 20 points, and they had been outscoring their opponents week in and week out in Class 4. Yeah, they're Class 4, but they're state champs year in and year out. So, I mean, that'll be a big week, and the defense has to step up. The linebackers have to step up. The D-line has to step up against the run-heavy offense. You have to funnel right. And safeties are going to have to rotate down. They can't stay back. You can't be backpedaling as a DB. You can't be back. And as a linebacker too, you can't also funnel yourself too early. You have to let the play come in front of you. And that's just a big thing that I think Saquon will have to take a step up. Hunter will have to take a step up. Matthew, Louis, if Victor gets on the field, those types of guys, and they'll have to be rotating guys in and out. I wonder what the defense will be, if it'll be a 4-4 rather than, the 4DB look, if we're going to go 4 linebacker, 4D line against that run-heavy team.
Right.
And if you'll remember back to our last Trojan Hour, we talked about how the Trojan defense was going to have to step up.
Yeah.
Because that was right after the NKC game, which we all know how that went. Shouldn't be spoken about, basically. And, but over the last 3 games, big step-up guy, DJ Bronson. He has had 3 picks in the last 2 games.
Hello.
He has been stepping up, guarding his man, and he's always there getting those tackles for loss or coming down and taking down the run if he needs to. And he's just been there. He's been there.
He has been there, and it's like Brody said, it's just stepping up, right? It's just something that's going to happen each week after each week as we face more and more tougher opponents, right? The entire defense is going to have to step up. Our coaching staff is going to have to step up like they're continuously doing, and it's just something that we're going to need to see a lot more this week against an undefeated, tough matchup from Liberty.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. Last year against Liberty, Braylon AG, he had 10 catches for 153 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. And we have those same weapons this year.
Exactly. We have the exact same weapons. And Braylon AG, he's just gained more confidence, gotten bigger, stronger, faster.
Oh, yeah.
And it's probably against the same DBs as last year against Liberty. What are the odds they have new DBs? Probably not high. And if so, they're younger, not as good, and what's stopping him from doing it again? So
Exactly.
We'll just have to see if the O-line can hold up and be giving Zane enough time in the pocket to be able to throw those deep balls that he's used to and that he's really good at.
Right.
Speaking of Zane Thomas, too, did you guys know he went 5 for 5 on PATs last week?
I did know that. I heard about
he had
that.
to step in. He had to step in and kick. He's doing it.
He's doing it for the team. And it reminds me of, as much as it, we are Kansas City Chiefs fans, but it reminds me of Patrick Mahomes. He's taking a step down, taking a step up for the team. It's him taking a lesser kind of a role, but it's helping the team out in the long run. And Zane Thomas is just that. He's that leader, right? And we didn't really know if we had an established leader or captain for our team, but it looks like Zane Thomas is looking to step up and make that role. Also, bet you didn't know, committed to Benedictine College.
I did see that. Zane Thomas, yeah. He committed to Benedictine.
What a guy.
Yeah,
Great guy.
That's crazy. I know for a while there he was talking about trying to go to UCM or whatever, but now he committed to Benedictine. I think he's going to do great things there, too.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited to see him play the next level for sure.
Oh, yeah. I am, too. We were talking up the Liberty Blue Jays, but about their ranking, but Park Hill, 23rd in Missouri ranking-wise. They're 14th in Class 6. And that's a good
ranking.
That's pretty good.
That's the best in Missouri.
Yeah. I think we were talking about this the other day, the 3 of us in class, but you take it back, if we have Sims against NKC, we win that game.
Yeah.
I'd bet money we win that game.
Yeah.
And then you take us up to the Kearney game. Things may be done a little differently under Sims.
Maybe different calls, maybe different go for it
the
up, foot
Trojans
down.
played great defense, pretty solid offense. You're playing against a great team, solid, scrappy team. So offense is hard, but Sims maybe made some different calls. So we're a coach away basically from being 5-0 in the same spot they are and being ranked the same spot Liberty is. So
I agree, man.
So I can't complain about that ranking.
No.
The Trojans have had to overcome some challenges, and they're in a good spot.
I agree with you, Dawson. Stepping up last week, Dante Dixon, man. 2 touchdowns and a pick six.
Pick 6?
Unreal.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns because of the pick 6. So, yeah.
2 offensive touchdowns, though?
2 offensive touchdowns and a defensive touchdown. Dante Dixon's unreal.
He's not just lining up out wide. He's lining up in the backfield, the slot.
He's doing everything.
He's getting handoffs. He's getting deep passes. He's getting short ones. He's getting screens. He's playing defense. As we're looking right here, he jumps that ball. See ya.
To the house.
No one's catching him.
Dante
to the house.
Dante Jet.
Yeah.
And speaking of scoring touchdowns, guys, Caden Urban. There was a lot of buzz about him before the season, but he has just been really solid. Last week he rushed for, I'm not sure the exact amount of how many yards, but it was a lot. He rushed for a lot of yards, scored a touchdown on the ground. He's just been solid. He's been scrappy. He pushes his way through there, and he's doing what he needs to do.
And it's against his former team, the Panthers.
Former team.
You got kind of a little bit of a grudge there, personally. He wasn't the only one. I got to catch up with him, Roman, Demarion. They all 3 were Park Hill South Panthers last year, and they wanted better better side. They went on the Trojan side. It's the better of the two.
I like to hear that.
Of course, obviously.
But anyways, going on to this week, Brody, Liberty, again, like we've been talking about all the time, tough opponent, right? Give me 3 things. What do you think Trojans are going to have to step on?
Stop the run, okay? Defense, play how you are, right? They're playing good. They're hot.
Yeah, we have good guys on our defense. They don't need to go through the roof, but we don't need them to underperform as well. We need them to be there.
Let me hear a score prediction, too, once you're done.
Okay, but again, defense, play how you are, stay hot. And offense, just take what's in front of you. Don't try and, Zane, don't try and take that deep shot in double coverage. Just take what the defense gives you. I think this will be a similar game like Kearney was. I think it'll be very low scoring, back and forth low scoring. I'm thinking, I'd say 17-14, Trojans pull it out.
I like to hear that.
But I got to see y'all. I got to get to the booth.
All right, we'll see you there, Brody.
Right, see you later, Brody. All right, my prediction. I agree with Brody. I think it's going to be a low-scoring, tough game. Trojans are going to be back and forth, fighting for it against this tough opponent. But I think, this might sound crazy, but take it back to last year. I think it's going to be 21-17 against Trojans.
Same scores last year?
I think so.
Hello.
It's a crazy prediction, but I think so.
All right, Dawson. I don't hate that at all, man. But, I got to stick with my Trojans, obviously, Dawson. I think we're going to get a little bit of a higher score. I think 27-20. Park Hill Trojans. I think we're going to take it down.
I like that, too.
I'm ready for this game. I'm excited for this game. Catch us in the student section down below. But other than that, Dawson, want to sign us off, man?
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. Now we're going to send you over to Brody and Sam in the booth. Back to the live stream.
And welcome back here to Preston Field for this key conference matchup between the Park Hill Trojans and the visiting Liberty Blue Jays. And Brody Fetters has made his way from the studio into the booth. Brody, give us some more insight minutes away from kickoff.
Should be a good game. We're looking at it. Few guys I'm looking at on the Trojans, looking at to stay hot. I'm looking at DJ Bronson. 3 picks in his last 2 games. Very, very vital, especially, against that Kearney Bulldogs team. He had 2 picks. Last week against South in a 35-0 win, had 1 pick. So that's a huge thing. Another guy I'm looking at Saquon Copeland. Just broke the all-time school record in tackles. So he's going to keep adding to that record, obviously. Now that's defensive guys we're looking at. Offensive guys, we're looking at Dante, right? Last week he had a pick 6, but last week he also had 2 receiving touchdowns. So I see him all over the field. And another guy that I'm looking at a big boy up front. I'm looking at Clayton Baxter. I think he'll have a good game. Yes, that Liberty front on that defense is very, very good. I was looking at it all week, but I think those big boys up front are going to be the make or break, and they're going to make today. They're going to make. Ethan Irwin, Braden Morgan, Brian Odegaard, Clayton Baxter, Jays Anderson. If Wyatt Spa gets in, Wyatt Spa, they're going to be the make or break, and they're going to make today. Caden Irving if he has to block. Daniel Easter if he has to block on pass downs. But they will do the job up front. Now, one thing I will say I was seeing, I don't know, but Caden Williams is out for today, not in pads, on the sideline, obviously. So that'll be a huge hit. But we're seeing Roman, guy from South. He played corner and receiver there. He will be playing corner today. He will be starting.
Yeah, I find this as a very interesting. The main guys I'm not really looking at the corners today. I'm more looking at these safeties like Demarion Ford and Saquon Copeland to see if they can come up and stop the run. But also the main guys I'm looking at is Jonah Ware, Conway, Bell. I'm looking at all of these guys to come up, step up, and make plays to stop this big, hefty offensive line that Liberty has. They are huge. They are physical. And I was talking to Coach. About what they need to do, and he said we just need to out physical, play assignment football, and if anything, just be physical, stay disciplined, assignment gaps. Those are the 3 main things he told me. Just be disciplined, fill gaps, don't get over cocky, just play assignment football.
Yeah, that's the big thing. I was looking at a lot of Liberty's games this year, and a lot of defenses tried to overestimate the gaps, tried to do a lot of the things and do too much. But as we just saw there, Liberty will receive, so the Trojans will get the ball at half. And we are just a minute away from game time again. A huge matchup here, conference game. Liberty Blue Jays come to this one 5-0. You know, 6th ranked team in all of Missouri, 5th in Class 6. Trojans aren't far behind. They're 14th, yes, in Class 6. And they're 23rd in the entire state of Missouri. But, I mean, a 14-7 loss to Kearney and then a surprising loss to NKC when you had such a huge hit, a few hours before kickoff. So they're a coach away from, you know, like Colden Dawson and I were saying on the Trojan Hour, away from being 5-0. I mean, should be a good game though. Should be a good game, Sam.
It should be a very interesting game. This is the biggest matchup for the Trojans I see so far this year. If they want to host a playoff game, I say you have to win here.
You do need to win this one, because then you need the Liberty Blue Jays to beat the NKC Hornets later in the year, because they face off later in the latter half of this season, and that'll be a big game because then Liberty has the tiebreaker over NKC, but then Park Hill has the tiebreaker over Liberty. It's kind of weird how it'll look. But now we head underway. Zane will be the kickoff specialist again. So here we go. Week 6 here at Preston Field. Let's see how this one will go underway.
We are underway.
Line drive deep and in the end zone, so it'll be a touchback, Liberty football. So I'm seeing a lot of guys come on the field. Big thing for the Trojans, they have to be, again, we were saying they have to funnel and they have to play the gaps. And you can't be caught lacking if you are DJ Bronson, if you are Damarian Ford, if you are Roman Roberts, if you're Eli Koval, if you're Dante Dixon that gets in on third downs, if you are Louis, Saquon, Hunter, Matthew, any of those guys, Jonah, and literally just anyone on the defense, you have to play assignment football. But one receiver up top, one down bottom. It'll be a read option. Quarterback keeping down the sideline. And he is, oh my, good night. Opening play, rushing touchdown for Connor Hatfield. And now, that's not very surprising looking at it. I saw last week he attempted 8 total passes in a huge win. So, I mean, is that a huge tone setter for the game, Sam? What are we thinking? 12 seconds in.
Yeah, that's a huge tone setter. You come out and you just out physical the Trojans. All the linebackers, they come in on the inside to stop the inside run, because that's what you're expecting. You're expecting to give to the halfback, but no. They're going to pull it out, and they're going to take it with Connor Hatfield, and he's going to take it all the way on play number 1 for a score, an early 7-0 lead, as early as it gets for the Liberty Blue Jays.
So PAT by Cade Moberly is good, making it 7-0 just 12 seconds in, and that's kind of a big hitter. And I was thinking a lot of today would be a lot of those just long methodical drives that just, you know, you have to waste clock, especially with a run-heavy team. Yeah, they can break plays off, but you have to be able to run clock here. I'm Coach Huggins, I'm Coach Bell, I'm Coach Ryder, Coach Agee, all these guys on the offensive side of the football. You have to be able to run clock here. Yeah, they just had a quick hit. Now you have to give your defense time. They all just had to run down the field. Yeah, it was only one play, but again, you just saw Roman Roberts have to chase that man downfield. You got to be able to give your defense a little bit of a breather here. So let's see what the return will look like for the Trojans. They've had good returns so far this year, both Roberts and Dixon, not just one. Even Ware has had good returns.
I mean, yeah, if I'm the Trojans, you're going to have to come out and respond. I was able to speak with Coach Huggins pregame, and he told me, I asked him about what's the game plan. He said, just get the ball to everyone and put up points. He kept it simple. He just said, we're just going to put up points, and I'm wanting to get the ball to everybody. Trying to spread out the ball tonight. Let's see if they can get it done here on drive number 1.
So Lincoln Dwiggins will be the kickoff man here for the Blue Jays. And let's see what this return will look like for the Trojans. Taken by Dixon inside the 10 with a full head of steam. Cuts upfield, Dante Dixon, and weaves around. He is still up and taken down around the 40-yard line. Again, they've had good returns all year. We've rarely seen returns that are inside the 30-yard line for the Trojans.
I mean, yeah, like this is just a little short kick, but Dixon, he just takes it, and he just does what he always does. He makes these little shifty cuts and jukes and these little spin moves. It just seems like that he's just like floating through air, and no one can get him.
Big thing, what he does is he's a returner like he's an outfielder. He comes through the ball like he's gunning a guy at home, gunning a guy at third, and that's huge for him being a three-sport athlete. So we'll have lone man up top is AG. We have 3 down bottom. Lone back in the backfield is Irving. Down bottom is Dixon, Watson, then Leonard on the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 Trojans, 11:38 left in the first quarter. And flag on the play. It'll be on the offense. So the 5-yard penalty will be 1st and 15 now. That's something the Trojans have done a lot this year. They put themselves in holes, and you can't do that. You can't do that, especially after big returns, and that's what they've done, again, all year. I preached most of these games. They get something good, and then immediately a false start, a holding, something like that. Throwing, and dropped by AG. Rarely does that. 2nd and 15 now, forthcoming. So, I mean, a huge guy you got to kind of build around as an offense. You got to stay away from Grady Coppinger, the linebacker for the Liberty Blue Jays. He's not just a pass coverage guy. He's not just a run stopper, but he can do kind of everything. Thomas rolling left, firing. Watson in the basket, has it. What a dot.
Quinn Watson runs this little corner route, goes upfield, and it's not even play action, it's just rollouts. They like to get Zane Thomas in space, and he gets him in space. And this is where I feel like he does so well so many times, again and again. And then he finally finds his man late, and he finds Quinn Watson down the field.
So 3 men up top is Leonard, Watson, Dixon. Down bottom, AG. Running back is Irving. It'll be the fake to him. Screen up to Dixon up top. Cutting up field. Good block by Leonard, and about an 8-yard gain. So it'll be about 2nd and 2 now for the Trojans.
Yeah, so I was kind of worried about this drive after that false start at the beginning of the drive. And, I saw that false start, and I'm like, I'm worried that our discipline's going to be off. But now we've come out firing with Watson and Dixon early.
So, yes, it will be 2nd and 2. Again, AG up top, but he's joined by Irving with Dixon, Watson, and Leonard down bottom. Thomas back to pass, and out of the reach of Braylon Agee. Looks like Brooks Ragland in on the coverage for the Blue Jays. 3rd and 2 now for the Trojans.
Yeah, great coverage there, AG, and that's also kind of on Zane. He puts it just a little bit out of the big man's reach, which is kind of hard to do, but it kind of just hits off the fingertips any inches closer, and that's a catch.
So it'll be direct snap to Irving. He looks maybe a half step short.
And
Ragland comes up hype.
That was Ragland again. Ragland makes a huge stop. 4th and not even a yard.
I love this call here. Probably going to try and get him to jump. They do. It'll be a give to Irving, and he will not get it. So turnover on downs, and Ragland showing a little bit of flair there.
I was like, Ragland, he just made 3 huge plays in a row to get that stop.
Yeah, kind of covering AG. That's linebackers on receivers. It's usually never a good thing, but there was a good thing. Then he was there to stop it, make it 4th and 1, and then didn't get anything for the Trojans. So let's see how this defense holds up. It is 10:15 left. Ball on the 32-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays. It'll be give to the back, spinning off tacklers, and what looks to be a 1st down carry for Colt Nolan.
Colt Nolan gets an 11-yard rush here early. That's not a good sign for Park Hill. They're just getting out-physical at the line. They're getting about a 3 to 5 yard push all around.
I mean, I'm a receiver in this offense. I'm a little discouraged because you're sitting there. You have to go block. And as a receiver, you hate blocking. You want to get the ball. But these guys, they understand that that's their offense, and that's how it works. So Let's see. They try to get him a jump. Doesn't work. So let's see what Hatfield has here. Another give. Nolan. Big hit. Taken down by Bronson, then fully finished by Aguirre. So it'll be second down and about 6 for the Blue Jays.
Even though they had the big hit, it doesn't matter. That's still about 4 yards, I believe.
And those
are going to bring up 2nd and 6, and those 4-yard runs will kill you.
And those, you average 4 yards a gain. That's automatic first downs every time. So let's see what this 70-30 offense will give us. Run heavy so far. They have yet to throw a pass. They have 2 tight ends down bottom, or 1 receiver set up top and bottom, and it'll be a give to Nolan again, and thrown down by a corral of Trojans. Ford tries to strip him. No avail. Taken down around midfield. It'll be 3rd and what looks to be 3rd and 3 for the Blue Jays.
I believe that was Hunter Page maybe on the tackle. I think Hunter Page came in and then Ford came in and he just tried to strip the ball out. And I understand, Ford, you got to ready to wrap up there, so try and go get the ball out, try and punch it out. But that was a good job by the Trojans. Only allowed a 2-yard gain. Now you have 3rd and 3. Right where Liberty wants to be on 3rd down.
One thing I am seeing, comparatively to usual, the Trojans are waiting for the receivers to come out and try to see the matchups, which I like to see. And Hatfield will keep, tries to turn it around, and wow! Met in his tracks.
I mean,
Out of Babe, DJ Bronson.
I mean, Hatfield, it just seems like he was looking for some place to go, tried to go to the outside again.
Tried to go left.
And then Aguirre came through. It was just a combination of Trojans swarming to the ball carrier. Great job by the defense, and now we will see the punt team come right on out for the Blue Jays. Dixon back to return. Let's see if we can have another magnificent return.
Ooh, and almost blocked by Bell or Bronson, and ball will trickle out at about the 25. So it'll be 1st and 10 ball around the 25 with 7:30 left in the first quarter. Now, big thing there is they funneled right. You know, they didn't. One thing that was a failure from that first drive was their ability to. They were like ooh, went to the running back, didn't play their assignments. Corners you have to contain, safeties you kind of have to contain. One thing I want to see here is if Liberty goes to pass, what a QB spy will look like. Who will it be? Will it be Copeland? Will it be Aguirre? Because I presumably believe it'll be Aguirre due to his quickness, his short field, his sideline to sideline quickness, and his ability to tackle is very, very good.
I completely agree.
Lofting, right in the back of the head, trying to go to AG. It was, he hit Warren Birch. Now, we do mention Thomas. He recently actually just committed to Benedictine. Good for him. Good for the kid. And good for him to get next level football going.
I mean, Benedictine, it's such a prestigious NAIA program, ranked in the top 5 of NAIA schools, and they have been competing in and out. They made it to the semifinals, almost went to the national championship last year.
So a 4-receiver set up top. One down bottom, the lone man is Leonard. Thomas stepping up, firing, and incomplete. Overthrowing AG, but underthrowing Watson. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 now for the Trojans.
Logan Sutton almost had a chance to intercept that. He got a few hands on that, bobbled it all around. Ends up being incomplete, though.
One thing I do hate to see is you're working your defense a lot. This could potentially be the 3rd time the defense is out in less than 6 minutes of the game, which, I mean, on those big boys of Conway, yeah, they might be rotating Techamai and Anderson in, but it wears on that body for those big boys. Those big boys don't have as much stamina, so I wonder what this will look like. 3rd and 10. They're going to give to Dixon. Tries to make something happen down the sideline, and he's thrown out by Lincoln Butler. Nope. Derek Wilson, excuse me, but it will be 1st down, Trojans.
Yeah, and I think that was a crucial 1st down. Why? Because especially in an offense like Liberty's, where they ground and pound the ball, where you have to get really physical up front, and you can't allow that push to come through. I think that is so crucial to keep the big boys off the field for as long as possible.
Stepping up, rolling, and just going to go down. Kind of taken down there by Greg Richter and Grady Coppinger. Now, Richter's kind of grabbing his head, looks like.
Yeah, his head kind of bounced against the turf. His head might be running a little bit. Oh, yeah, he's not feeling too well.
He'll be good.
But he'll be all right. But
I see guy, I hit guy.
That is about a
That's
about
what you
a
think.
2-yard loss for the Trojans.
He got back to the line.
Actually, no, they're going to let him get back to the line.
Thomas, give to Dixon, who's in the backfield, and he's going to fall forward right around midfield. So it'll be 3rd and short now for the Trojans.
I think there was a little bit of a turf monster there.
He always comes up somehow. Always comes up. But 3rd down for the Trojans. 3 men up top. Dixon still the lone man in the backfield. He's going to go screen to Minder. Minder cuts upfield. Minder has a good gainer there. Andrew Minder, who checked in for Caden Irving.
So if you saw that, I believe it was No, it wasn't Coppinger. I do believe that it was Ragland again, who's been flying in on those inside runs. He automatically committed to Dixon again, and then Coppinger had to go outside to try and guard Minder. And a great job on that RPO.
So 1 man up top is AG. They're going to screen down to Dixon with the 4 receiver set, trying to cut off of something, trying to make something out of nothing, and gets maybe a 1-yard gain. Again, down bottom there was Watson, who was in front with Minder and Leonard behind him, and then we had Dixon in that kind of diamond shape.
I do believe that and I think that's just kind of the win you take. They're actually going to give him a yard. So good job by Dixon to kind of make something out of nothing, but I feel like that he just kind of had to commit to a hole and hit it.
Yeah.
He tried to go for the big play.
Easter going to check in now for Minder. Dixon moves up top with Leonard and Watson. Welcome back. And there's AG down bottom. Thomas going to roll right. He's going to chuck. He's going to hit Leonard. And he's thrown out of bounds just before the marker. 3rd and short for the Trojans.
This is where the drive stalled out. This is like the exact spot where it stalled out last time, where the 4th down stop came in. It is 3rd and 3 from the 36-yard line.
So Minder again checks in for Easter. 3 receiver set. Dixon the man in the backfield. They're going to give it to Dixon. And he will get the 1st down, and kind of I just saw above him, late hit by Baxter was thrown down. That's a hard man to throw down, but doesn't matter. 1st down, Trojans.
Yep, that's the main thing. Just kind of keep on moving the ball. Keep that defense off the field because they are tired right now. They just got a huge stop because every stop's going to be this little grindy battle between the two sides. So a great job by Park Hill on that last drive, but now you just got to keep them off the field, and that's what they're doing.
5 wide, 3 down bottom, 2 down top. Thomas chucking for AG. Had him, but overthrew it. Oh, that would have been a huge hitter there. Warren Birch in on coverage, and usually, you see one of those overthrows in the kind of the league or college, and they hit the strap him up, Selly. They hit the no-fly zone, and he didn't there. So good respect by him. Good respect.
I mean, yeah, AG just runs a great route here, but Zane, he kind of had a little bit of pressure in his face, had to step up and throw. But that's a throw you got to make in this game. 4 minutes to go in the 1st.
I mean, there you're just trying to put it in a spot where either he gets it or nobody gets it. It'd be honestly, probably, whoa, a little late there, Mr. Wilson. But honestly, better Minder drop that. You don't say that usually in the film room, but you kind of think it in the back of your mind. Oh, I would have probably lost a yard.
It's kind of like when you're watching an NFL game and then like you see a screen pass that where there's nothing to go and then they drop it and then they're kind of
just shove it to the ground.
And they're just kind of like, okay, kind of glad I dropped that one because he was getting blown up for a loss of yards.
Yeah. So 5 wide, the 3 men up top are Leonard, Watson, and Dixon. Minder, then AG down bottom. Thomas back to pass, stepping up, firing, and overthrow. Oh! Again, big hit by Wilson, late on Watson.
I was like, Wilson, I've seen about 4 to 5.
He kind of assassinated him.
I was like, this is kind of like getting like, okay, ref, at some point I feel like you got to throw the flag here for, okay, time to cut it out. Like, what are we doing?
So, I mean, he kind of got assassinated, so it'll be 4th and 10. I assume this will probably be a try to get him to jump call, then a punt by Zane. No, it will be. They're going to go for it. Thomas going to roll left. Good block by Easter. There's a flag. It'll probably be
didn't even get it.
Holding. It will be. They won't even get it. Good awareness by Quinn Watson to catch that on the sideline. So it'll be flag on the play, and I see a little bit of smack talking by George Richter. I mean, good for you. Good for you. You got blocked. But I mean, hey, it's
Yeah.
whatever. I mean,
Yeah, and this is going to be
a
holding.
running back blocked you, and you're a D lineman. So it'll be turnover on downs. Liberty Blue Jay football, and again, I have yet to see a pass. So, I mean, if you got that, I mean, if you're willing to, I'm gonna assume a run here. I'm gonna assume a run here, because they've been setting the tone with the ground game.
I was like, this has to be going right back to that ground and pound football right here. Got to be that ground and pound right now. Just got to be inside handoff, inside handoff, inside handoff. Or maybe a little QB run to the outside.
So let's see. Lone man in the backfield. I see 700 men up top on that line. They're going to motion. Nope. I was joking. One receiver up top. There's a tight end down bottom. And they're going to give to the lone back. That is Jace Hicks, younger brother of Jackson Hicks, Simone winner of last year.
Yeah, it's just another great run. And honestly, I thought that Jamari Bell, he had a chance there. He got through, and then he just made some nice cuts. Just a little inside out. Knight makes that great cut back to the inside, and it's another not a first down, but
Another good
another
gainer.
7-yard run.
Another good gainer, to say the least.
Exactly.
So 2nd and 3, heavy set per usual.
A little bit of confusion on the Park Hill side.
Give to the back. Hicks has the carry, and he's taken down at about the 41, 42-yard line, and that is DJ Bronson on the tackle. So, again, I was talking to a lot of guys on that defense. I was talking to Bronson. I was talking to Ford, Roberts, Aguirre, Copeland. I was talking to them in class, see them in the hallway. Yo, what's this look on this Liberty offense? And they said the big thing is that O-line. And they're led by Jonathan Piercy, 3-sport athlete last time I checked, first baseman for the baseball team, plays basketball, and is obviously their starting left guard, anchor on that O-line. So they gotta get home at some point. They're going to run right. Hicks cuts it back and taken down by Bronson again.
I was like, Bronson kind of didn't let him fall forward. He just laid the stick. But again, I believe that was a 3-yard run. So that was an all right run, but that's kind of what the Trojans are kind of wanting to look for, those 2 to 3 yard runs. Only limiting them to that.
Because if you can limit them to that, yeah, I mean, they can throw the ball, but they're not a throwing team.
And let's look at these big bodies on your line. You got Jack Conway, Jonah Ware, and Jamari Bell.
Lining up
big bodies.
I see 3 guys to the left of the center. Because, look, that's exactly what you do. And it's going to be, wow, met in his tracks back at the original line by Ford and Aguirre. That's a good read. I saw 3 guys down bottom. They must have been studying. They like to lead their tight ends one way. Yeah, they line them up on left and kind of heavy set the left side, but they motion both of them in kind of a lead blocking scenario. So it's a good play by Aguirre and Ford to kind of watch that and do their assignment, unlike that first play touchdown.
And I'm going to give most of the credit here to Matthew Aguirre. Aguirre kind of just doesn't let him get to the outside. It's like, nope, we're not getting to the outside. And then Ford comes in as reinforcement, and then he dives for the ankles, and he gets him, and then Ford just brings him down.
So it'll be 3rd and 9 after a 2-yard loss. That's kind of a big win there for the Trojans. Let's see, 3rd and 9. He's going to throw. And, good play by Roman Roberts to break up that pass. Intended target was Mason Cash. No, not a cash of a pass there. Brings up 4th and 9.
And we will see the punt team come on out. Let me just say this. Roman Roberts just came up big. This was probably a late week decision. It was kind of just like a hey, by the way, we're not gonna have Caden Williams this week. You're going in at corner and wide receiver a little bit.
So big thing. Yeah, I was talking to him before the game. He said, "Yeah, I'm playing corner again." I said, "Really?" I didn't expect it. Short punt's getting to hit around the 40 and trickle out about the 34. So 1st and 10. Ball should be on the right hash with 1:15 left for the Trojan offense. Now, big thing here. You got to get a good drive going. You have to answer with something. Something is better than nothing, especially early in this game. Down 7-0 yet, but it's been 7-0 for 10 minutes. So something I want to see is I love the aggression that Coach Huggins, Coach Bell, Coach Ryder, Coach Agee are bringing to this offense right now. They're bringing the right aggression. It's just the execution isn't there. And at some point, the dominoes will fall, and they'll have the passes. They'll have the runs.
And that's what I'm kind of seeing. It's kind of like it's like an explosion waiting to happen. It's like, all right, we have these opportunities. There's just got to let Zane get dialed in. Got to let him get his range right.
Blowing this play dead. It'll be a flag.
And this is this is false start again. 2 drives out of their 3 have started with a false start penalty.
Every other drive has been a false start. Not a good sign. But the first time they dug themselves out of it, which was good to see.
But it was off of 1 play.
So let's see what they can do here. 1st and 15 now. Going to still motion Irving. They're going to call that same play. And broken up. He does flash a little bit. That'll be Cade Pearson.
On the coverage on Quinn Watson. Quinn Watson he ran a good route. It's just like,
he's right there.
Zane just needs to put it. He's trying to lead it outside. He just needs to put it right in the chest where only Quinn can get it. He's putting it in spots where it's a fight between the DB and the wide receiver.
But sometimes you don't want to go chest because sometimes you go
I
those
agree.
chest passes, they can pop out, and
but
then
that's
they're
a
up in
throw
the
where
air.
you want to go to the chest. You want to have it be right here.
Looks like same play. He's going to throw. He's going to hit Irving, and tipped by Irving.
And that also kind of needs to stop. The drop passes, they need to be consistent. AG had a few attempts, and you just need to reel these in.
Honestly, I'm not mad at that. I saw a corner. I saw a linebacker
I did see that, but it's
trailing down. But so it's again. But now it's 3rd and 10, or not 3rd and 10, 3rd and 15 with 1:08 left in the first. So let's see what they dial. Let's see what they dial up here. Watson's the lone man up top. Irving in the backfield. Dixon and Minder along with Leonard down bottom. No, it'll be AG, my bad. He's going to throw to Dixon. He has it in open field. Dante Dixon cuts down the sideline. Does he have it? And thrown out of bounds. What a play by Dante Dixon. Something I love that Dixon does is, I'm seeing a lot of these Liberty Blue Jays. They'll make a play and they'll get hyped. They're flexing. They're doing the no-fly zone. Dixon catches the ball. He just had a 40-yard catch, whatever that was.
Right back to the huddle.
Right back to the huddle. Give the ball to the ref. And that's good football right there.
And can I just say this? How do you leave that guy wide open?
That's the one guy you can't leave open.
If there's one guy that's like, okay, hey, guys, it's 3rd and 15. Let's maybe shadow this guy a little bit more.
Yeah, especially when you get the ball in his hands. He is good with the ball in his hands. They motion Irving up top, so Watson has a buddy. He's going to throw to Watson, and good gainer there. It should look like 2nd down for the Trojans.
Coppinger kind of let a pretty big hit on him, though, but Quinn's a pretty big guy. He'll be all right.
Yeah, Quinn is a pretty big guy.
And I was talking to some of my classmates, and I'm like, I really want to see more Quinn Watson. Why? Because it just adds another threat of a big body out there. Instead of having all these little scat wide receivers, instead of just having Braylon AG as your one go up and get a guy. Now you have that double threat, I feel.
AG has it on his head for 6.
Yeah,
right as the quarter's done. What a catch by Braylon AG.
So I'm not sure if you noticed this, but I believe it was Ragland. Ragland, one of their top defenders who's been guarding AG really well all night, moved over to Quinn Watson. Watson had Ragland on him, which just left him all alone.
What a catch by
AG
the big
with
man.
The corner, which I think we all know how that ends up kind of every week.
Yeah. So Witzke for the PAT. Haney to hold. Watson to snap. Snap, hold, kick is good. Tie ball game at 7-7 all as we head into the second quarter. Big play by the Trojans. And I like that. I like not just letting the clock run down by Coach Huggins. I like going for that touchdown right before the quarter ends. Yeah, it's not halftime, whatever. But I love that call by Coach Huggins, Coach Bell, all those guys. And it worked. If they didn't get it, oh well. It's 2nd and short, whatever the case may be, going into the second quarter. But huge play right there for the Trojans to even it up, and a long drive at that. We haven't really seen, long drives by the Trojans all year. They've been those, they've been about 5 to 8 plays.
Yeah, so I'm just going to say
that was huge for them.
I was proud of that drive. I'm not the most proud of it because we did have 3rd and 15 to open up the series, and then somehow they left Dante Dixon. Of course, every week it happens. Somehow Dante Dixon wide open, and he just takes it all the way about into the red zone, and then you get Quinn Watson, and then finally you cap up the drive with the little fade route, the classic fade route to Braylon Agee, the go-get-it big man.
And you can't really miss him. He's 6'4". He's going to go up and high point that football and bring it down, 85, 90% of the time? The only way he doesn't is if there's a late hand in there by the DB. That's really the only time you don't see it.
I think the only time I see the Braylon Agee fade ball get covered was Carney.
But
Carney did it really well. They matched him up really well. And I thought that their corner did a really good job. But no one else has been able to do that.
So, kickoff forthcoming for Thomas.
And now
he's going to line it, and it's going to be taken about the 1. What a kick by Thomas. And, I mean, a decent return. I see a helmet on the field. That is Derek Wilson's helmet. And, I mean, that's a good return by Logan Sutton, the senior receiver.
Yeah, and Sutton's actually their safety. He's the one who almost had that opportunity to get the interception when Zane overthrew it. But, yeah, great return by Sutton.
Is he related to Cortland out in Denver?
Probably not. I'm going to go with probably not.
I can see a little bit. I can see it. So
I think there's a key difference.
1st and 10 for the Blue Jays. Ball looks like to be on the 27, about middle of the field. Heavier set. Let's see if they motion those tight ends. They don't. They go straight on. Ooh, big hits by Ford. Oh. Oh. Oh, I see some scuffle. I see some scuffle by Louis.
And that was Piercy.
Piercy, I mean, he's getting up in there. But usually you see Louis get out of there quick. He's kind of a not softer, but soft-spoken guy. But he was up in 2 guys' face, and I love that for Louis Van Batavia.
Yeah, I would just say, I think Bell, he may have threw Piercy down or Piercy threw Bell down. It was either or. I mean, I could see either of them doing it to each other.
They're both big men. So 2nd and 5, give to the back. Bell had him wrapped at first. Copeland in there. And there's a late flag as Aguirre shoved him down. But let's see what this one is.
And I think Conway may have just shoved someone down after the play, but this was during the play the flag came flying.
So let's see what it is.
Oh, hold up. And, yeah, they're talking with Liberty, so I think this penalty is coming against Liberty.
Conway's going to come off. Or he's going to talk to Reynolds. Maybe a little disciplinary talk. Oh.
I'm not sure.
It will be on Liberty.
It is a chop block.
I mean, you see that a lot. Especially on run-heavy offenses, you try and just you try and hit low.
I would say if you're unaware of chop block is, it is where you try and go for the ankles. It is where you try and deliberately put your shoulder into the ankle. It's where you kind of just dive.
And it's you can technically do it, but you got to hit first. Chop blocking is where you don't hit. You just kind of fall forward.
It's where you literally just dive.
You try and trip them, basically.
It's a clear intentional attempt.
Yeah. So
and that's what it was.
2nd and 20 for the Blue Jays. So I wonder if Connor Hatfield will attempt a pass. He's attempted 1 pass today.
And Roman Roberts broke that up on the last
He will.
Nope.
Oh, I was lying. I forget. He likes to run. And thrown down, wrestled down, not by a wrestler, by DJ Bronson.
I was now we will see. Oh, hold up. And we're getting. I believe that Roman Roberts was just kind of pushed away by Matthew Aguirre. He was kind of just holding him back. He's like, stop, stop, stop.
That's Eli Koval.
Oh, that is Eli Koval. That is Elijah Koval.
Roberts was up top. He was on the lone
It's hard
receiver.
to tell the difference between 8s and 0s from up here.
Yeah, especially Jersey scrunch. I get it. But again, I like what they're doing here. They're seeing the matchup. They're seeing what they get, and then now they're gonna go cover.
Okay,
3rd
so
and 14.
Mason Cash up top.
Let's see what Hatfield gets. He's gonna fake the give. Ware's right there. Can he get him? Get him, Big Mama. Oh! Throwing. He's gonna hit his man and taken down. That looks to be Mason Bindle on the catch.
The fullback.
Big man. He was a big man.
I mean, Jonah Ware, a.k.a. Big Mama, nearly got it home.
Oof. Just outran by Hatfield, so first down Trojans. Or not first down Trojans, first down Blue Jays.
I was like, Jonah Ware, he is not a nobody.
He's not slow either. He's really quick for being that big. They even had him last week against South. They had him playing linebacker some plays.
I was like, don't worry, he has an offer from the University of Wyoming, and he recently went on a visit to the University of Illinois.
Ooh, almost tipped up by Page. So there's pass number 3 attempted.
And that is to
Back-to-back.
Mason Cash.
So-
Mason Cash will move the chains for the Blue Jays.
It was Cash
No, never
there.
mind, they will not. It's going to be second and about a yard.
Yeah. Ball on what looks to be the 45. They got to get to the 44.
Not even the 44.
Yeah, 44 and a half. And I wonder, run? So far, they've taken 3 minutes out of this second quarter. So far, what looks to be their longest drive. Even though they're running a lot, this looks to be their longest drive. They're going to give to the senior back. And taken down. I see a helmet thrown around. Looks to be Bronson's. And, ooh, that's a big hitter to come off for a play.
It's like now.
So in checks Charles Treschert. Sorry if I butchered that name. The junior. The junior DB.
I mean, DJ Bronson, he's been such a key factor in stopping the run as well, which is not a very. I'm not even gonna. It's a very unusual thing to see coming from a corner. He comes in there and he stuffs the
DB
outside
period.
runs.
He all year I mean, last year he played a lot, mainly corner. He'd only play safety if there was injuries. He's played safety and corner this year, so he's moved around a lot. So big hitter for one play at least. It's going to be Hicks on the carry. Hicks trying to cut it outside, and Roberts meets him. There's a flag down in the backfield.
This is probably going to be holding. As
So-
I believe that is Logan Allen complaining to the ref.
So Bronson does check back in. He had to take his one play off. Does check back in. It will be holding for the Blue Jays. This will be first and very long.
And you can hear the Parker student section letting the Blue Jays know that you can't do that.
Really? I thought you could. Really?
As you can see, did you take your referee class that we
I
talked
did.
about?
I did. I took some online courses over the weekend. I mean, over last week as well. I took a few online courses. Hopefully, I'm a little better. I'm missing a test that I gotta take later.
Oh yeah.
I gotta take one tomorrow.
Is it the referee signals test? It's coming up on Monday.
Believe so.
Yeah, I believe so as well.
So first and half a mile, 21 yards to be exact. Let's see. Oh, they have 2 receivers out. Not very common. Not very common. They're going to motion one of them. They're going to fake the give to him. QB keeper. And taken down. Guess who? DJ Bronson.
Shocker, he comes off for one play, and then there's a flag, and then he just comes right back in, and he just, oh yeah, here, I'm back. I'm going to make another tackle, as always.
I mean, he plays with a lot of heart. He plays like every down's his last down, and I'd love to see it from the senior DB. So 2nd and 17 after the 4-yard carry. 4-yard QB keeper by Connor Hatfield.
It is 2nd and 17. Another.
I mean, it's a quarter of a mile now. They're going to fake the give. Hatfield is going to keep it. He's going to try and get away from Ware, trying to cut back. He goes out of bounds.
Very rare moment. It's hard to.
Get away from him.
Of course, and I mean, Ware, I think he's just kind of like, come on, guys, someone else come in here, like,
Yeah, you
Ford,
can't-
where are you? Where's Bronson? Where are you guys? I can't keep up with this guy.
I mean, you can't really expect the DBs to funnel. You got to expect your linebackers to be there first.
Yeah, but like
the
when he's
D-linemen-
running to the outside, you got to kind of expect a safety to funnel,
Yeah.
and he did, and then he came to the inside, not the outside.
He only got 3 there stepping out. It'll be at the 45. It'll
I was
be
like, I think he
3rd and
ran
14.
20 yards, though.
Yeah. It's like Mahomes in the Super Bowl against the Bucks. Ran all these yards for incomplete passes.
Exactly.
But 3rd and 14. I wonder what will be the call here.
I'm expecting a rollout here.
Faking the give. Hatfield. He's going to try and throw. He's going to loft. He's going to complete it. In the middle. I mean, Koval was on there. Ford had to catch up and try and block something.
Demarion Ford, he almost made a great play, but what a grab
By Sutton.
by Sutton. Again, making another key play on this drive. He had that great return.
to start it, and then
I mean,
a good
just
catch.
what a response after having the Trojans march down the field.
So far, this has been about 5.5-minute drive.
Which now, if the Trojans have to now put together a drive to give their defense a rest and to also just respond.
So give to Nolan there. He'll get a huge gain. What looks to be a first down from here. Conway checks out. Trent Techamai checks in.
And this is kind of, I'm expecting him a little bit more. Why? Because he can match the size a little bit more.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not really the size, more the weight. He can
Yeah.
push them back instead of getting pushed back.
The one thing that the Liberty Blue Jays line is pretty big. I was talking, again, like I was saying, I was talking to these defensive guys, and a lot of things they were saying is that most of them are 6'3 plus, and that's I mean, usually you kind of have an outcast on the O-line, but they were 6'3 plus, 250 plus, so that's huge.
I mean, yeah, that's very uncommon to see in a high school O-line.
So they're going to motion 2 tight ends to the left. They're going to give, and he is wide open. Touchdown, Colt Nolan on the keeper, making it 13 pending PAT 7.
Yeah, so that's about as easy
Blue
as
Jays.
it gets for the running back. Parts like the Red Sea.
He literally parted the Red Sea. They
Is
literally
that
did.
Michigan's O-line out there? Because that looks like Michigan's O-line's run blocking.
Oh, it's just the Blue Jays. Wrong. I mean, they're kind of blue. I mean, they're both blue. So let's see. Point after try is up and good. Ooh, I see. One thing I love, I do see Bronson. I was talking with after first like week at camp back in August. I was talking with 2 kickers, Madi Okoye and Devin Witzke. They were saying DJ gives them nightmares on field goals and PATs because of how much he is able to get around the edge quick and get blocking. But he's also good practice against since he's able to get there quick. But let's see what Coach Huggins can answer with 5:54 left in the first half.
Yeah, I was like, this is one of the most key drives yet. Got to respond here.
All of them have been key, especially in this tight of a ball game. And this is kind of make or break for conference too. You lose this game, you kind of throw yourself out of conference, and you just put Liberty and NKC in the front row seat, the driver's seat of the conference, and whoever wins that matchup basically wins conference.
I mean, yeah, like this, as I said in pregame, if you want a chance at hosting a home playoff game, if you're Park Hill,
Gotta win this game.
Gotta win.
Especially against the number 5 ranked Class 16, number 6 in the state of Missouri overall. You got to beat them, and it'd be such a huge one. And they're not getting outplayed. Just the offense needs to kind of wake up, and that's something you get your halftime adjustment.
I would say currently they're being outplayed. Currently they are. They're getting out physical. They're getting out physical on the defense. It's just been an all around. I'm not gonna say domination by Liberty, but been controlled by Liberty.
Line drive right at Roberts. He'll take about the 5. He's going to cut upfield. He's going to turn it down the sideline, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, and take it down inside the 40-yard line in Blue Jay territory. What a return by Roman Roberts.
And that's not just a huge return. That might be a huge momentum shift. That has shifted the tone of this game right now. Now, go score.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want a quick one, but you want a quick one at the same time.
I would say you're looking to kill about
2 to 3 minutes.
I was like, yeah, 3 minutes, I would say, is your goal. Wind it down to about the 2-minute warning-ish.
There's no 2-minute warning.
Or, yeah, sorry, there is no 2-minute warning in high school. I apologize. I've been watching too much college football and NFL. I'm a little couch potato at home.
So it'll be Easter in the backfield. Watson down bottom. Then Dixon, AG, and Leonard up top.
So here's kind of the matchup I'm looking at. Look at the size difference between Quinn Watson and Mr. Warner Birch. But Birch, here's what I'm kind of noticing. He's physical, and I like that out of the DB. Birch has been in these receivers' grill on these short little slant routes. He's deflected, I think, 2 or 3 balls early.
And you love to see that as a D coordinator or DB coach even. So
that's like the dream DB right there.
Yeah. So try to get him to jump. No avail. Says some sort of protection up front. It'll be give to Easter up the gut and works for about a gain of about half a yard, maybe a yard.
Yeah, so here's something that Parker's going to have to learn quickly and fast. You're not going to be able to run the ball today. Not today. Out of all the days, not going to be able to run the ball. Why? Because they're going to out-physical us on the O-line. That's the truth. But we can pass block really well. That's the thing. You got to be able to just drop back, got to get separation, and find your man.
So give to Irving. And a huge gainer. Tried to flip him.
I'm going to be quiet from now on because maybe I was wrong about
No. Keep saying they can't run. You're jinxing them.
I would agree. Yeah, we still can't run the ball. Maybe we're going to get another 10-yard gain right here.
That was Cortland Sutton's brother, Logan Sutton, on the tackle. And I give back to Irving, and it's because you didn't say anything. Sam, get on it. No, you did. You sounded sarcastic. Not you jinxed him again.
My apologies. Hey,
Sam.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I really do think that it's just not going to be these actually huge runs. It's just going to kind of be these 1 to 2 yard gainers or 0.
So
right here.
Mason Bindle was in the game for George Richter. Richter does check in. So let's see what that does for the Blue Jay defense as AG moves down bottom with Irving still the lone man in the backfield. Dixon, Watson, and Leonard up top. Play action, throwing. AG, out of bounds.
I'm going to say that was a little bit of miscommunication between AJ and Zane.
Maybe it was a
Braylon
sit-down
wasn't
route.
even looking at.
Maybe it was a sit-down
He wasn't
route.
even
You never
looking for
know.
the ball. I mean, he looked back, and I think like he maybe heard something from the sideline, like ball, 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 and he looked back, and the ball is coming back behind him.
One thing I do remember is that route right there. That might have been a sit-down route, like I was saying.
Possibly.
You could, because Zane reads safety. If safety funnels and follows, AG's supposed to sit down. If nothing else, if safety kind of pulls himself right with that bunch of receivers, then you throw that deep ball. So it just depends on the look that Cortland Sutton's brother Logan gives you.
I mean, yeah, it could have very possibly been that like Braylon just reads it, but nothing
Give to
there.
Irving. Physical breaks off one and taken down and inside the red zone. I wonder you go for it with 4:15 left in the game. Or in the half. Baxter checks off. Spa checks in. Mender checks in for Irving. So a 5-receiver set.
And what are you just talking about that you want to see Baxter step up in today's game?
And he's holding his own over at right guard. The lone junior, mind you, on a senior O-line.
So
Big for
4th
him.
and 6, not kicking the field goal.
4th and 6, probably trying to get him a jump. And it will be timeout Blue Jays. Their first. They remain with 3:50 left in the first half.
I'm not sure if I understand this call to go for it here.
It's probably a decoy call. It's probably a, hey, let's see if they jump, and then you use your timeout.
So here's what I see. I see this. You take the 3, you get the ball at half. You hope that your defense can hold them. I'm not, because if you get it inside 2 minutes, Liberty does not have that great of a 2-minute offense. Why? Because their playbook is surrounded by the run. You're not going to be able to run the ball with 1:50 to go. You got to go.
I mean, but they've hit off those decent passes on, and it's not really been sideline stuff. It's been middle of the field, so that's just a little bit of, reading by the linebackers and even the safeties. You got to see pass and you have to read, but then also you have to read the QB's eyes and see what he does. If he tucks it, you got to be able to come downhill and hit hard. But if he's still looking to pass, you got to be able to read your read. That's probably why we saw that huge pass that Ford had to catch up on and maybe try and swat down. That Koval kind of was caught right in front of him. That's probably what happened. So
I was like, all right. I'm going to say that we're actually going for this. This is a rollout to the left. He's going to look for AG. He's got Dixon and maybe cut back across to the inside.
Yeah. So he has Leonard down bottom, AG, Watson, Mender the bunch with Dixon up top. Throwing, end zone, could not. And there's a flag on the play. Looks to maybe be a defensive holding
I believe
or
that
a
this
PI.
is holding. I think that he held him. I think that's why that was so overthrown.
It was probably a spot throw. It was nothing less. So Spa was it on that play because, timeouts, they don't count as, a recovery of a play. So Baxter does check back in if this was a defensive holding or a defensive pass interference.
We're still waiting to call.
Yes, pass interference. So it'll be half the distance of the goal because high school it's 15, but since they are inside the 15 part, they'll go half the distance of the goal. 1st and goal, ball to be on the 9-yard line on the right hash. Braylon Agee becomes the lone man down bottom with Watson and Dixon, the bunch on the top.
I'm looking out for Agee right here.
I see Leonard and Mender, the bunch, very, very top of your screen. Throwing, and that would have probably been ball inside the 5, just outside the reach of Quinn Watson.
I was like, here's the issue. Like, Zane, he doesn't look dialed in right now. He's missing a lot of these throws that he usually makes, like overthrown,
looks
too
rushed.
far in front.
Just looks rushed.
He seems like he's uncomfortable.
And you just got to, I'm him. I'm coming into halftime, and I'm Coach, Coach Huggins, QB coach. I'm just going to tell him, hey, calm down. You're good.
But also active offensive coordinator.
Hey! Hey! Wow! What catch by AG.
I think we
Goodness gracious.
I think we might need to get that quarterback a ladder to be able to have him be able to defend that ball on about the 6'5" giant.
Oh my God. He's a tight end without the weight. So, huge catch by AG. 2 tutties already today. And the point after try by Witzke. Let's see it. Watson to snap. He need to hold. Witzke to kick. Snap, hold, kick, up, and through. It's good. 3:39 left in the first half. 14 all.
So here's the
as
issue.
the Trojans answer.
Didn't kill the time I wanted them to kill. Didn't really do that. But hey, here's the most important thing. You put points on the board. You got the score, and now it is 14-14. And now I'm starting to maybe see this offensive explosion that's incoming.
And that's huge. And what they're doing right now, they're answering. And that's okay. That's okay. You know, yeah, the defense lets up a touchdown. I'm probably seeing Zane on the sideline go up to Jonah, go up to DJ, go up to Roman, say, hey, I got you guys. I got you guys. I'll help you. We'll get us back in this game. And that's the leadership role he brings. And that, I mean, that's huge for him. So
I talked to so many guys about Zane. I did this little thing over him. I talked to him, and then everybody just said the same thing about his great leadership skills. He's evolved so much as a leader. He brings everybody
over
out
the
of
years,
their worst.
I've seen it.
He brings everybody out of their worst of times. He just becomes this leader. He's the heart and soul of this team. That is essentially what all of them told me when I interviewed everybody and asked them tell me about Zane's leadership. It's what they all said.
And that's good. That's good that your QB is a good leader. So ball by Sutton taken about the 10. Missed tackle by Ford. He's down the sideline and taken down. Good tackle there. Oh, there's a flag late, but a huge, huge tackle by Grant Armentrout, the junior.
It's a great arm shot. He's a little fellow wrestler of mine.
Wrestles him down then, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I really do think it translates. It's honestly,
It's something huge.
I'm going to use a little bit of wrestling terminology. It's like shooting a double leg, but running. You just don't go to a knee. It's where you just grab onto the legs and you just put your shoulder into his gut and you just drive. That is a tackle.
So
It translates so much, and I really do. And this is holding.
on the Blue Jays. It'll be declined, and it's holding also on the Blue Jays. So there's 2 holdings. That's why we saw the flag right about the 40 and the flag about the 20.
I feel like that it was right down here at about the 20-yard line early, because like I felt like I saw this kind of happen where this guy got around and then he just got wrestled down. And it's kind of like that looked a little bit fishy.
Ooh, now, so after, a decent return, it'll be ball inside the 10, approximately the 9-yard line on that left hash.
I believe it is the 9-yard line. So 3:34 left to go in the half.
2 receivers down bottom, actually. Let's see. He's going to give to his back. And they rally, taking him down. That was Colt Nolan in on the carry. Strikes just under 3:30 left, 3:20 to be exact, in the first half. So let's see. I mean, what are you going to call here if you're Coach Friggin?
I'm just going to say this. I think that this is kind of where you just kind of throw in the white flag. You're backed up to the 9. I'm not seeing much possibility. I think you just run out the clock. Don't let them get much opportunity. Try and just run. Oh, no, we're going to roll.
He's going to roll right. He's going to chuck. He's going to hit Mason Cash. Wrestled down by Roman Roberts. It'll be first down.
And I believe that was that Cash again? Cash seems to be the number 1 wideout. He is just beginning.
I mean, yeah, he is. He's number 1 for a reason.
I guess that kind of is why he's number 1, just like Dante Dixon.
I mean, but Braylon's got those tutties today. I was talking to Don on the sideline. I was talking to Dante, and I said, hey, go score me 2. He said, I mean, I aim for every game. I said, you better give me 2 on the day. So far it's been AG, but I mean, he loves to see his guys prevail. Give to the back, Olsen, and a huge gain by Colt Nolan. Not Olsen, excuse me.
I've seen this. We're kind of having a little bit of technical issues with the line judges. There's a little bit of a technical issue. You seen that? Like the yardage marker is
first
gone.
and ... apparently.
Yeah, I think that's a very interesting first down.
I didn't know that's how many yards we had to get. Is
that going to be on the test of the referee?
Maybe. I guess I got to study a little harder for Monday. If I didn't know that one.
So as we roll under 2 minutes.
150. Yeah, under 2. Oof. Going a little quick. They're going to give Hicks with the carry, and he bursts through there for just a gain of about 2 or 3. He was kind of taken down behind the line.
I believe that was Demarion Ford who came flying in.
Page checks out. Aguirre checks in. Something I'm seeing that they're doing this drive, they're running a 4-3 now. They usually always run a 3-4 and kind of rotate a linebacker down. They're running a 4-3 with Conway, Emory Anderson, Jamari Bell, and Jonah Ware.
You run the
down
4-3 because you have the 4 down linemen, and then you have the 3 backers beyond.
Yeah.
This is kind of also more like a 5-2 because Aguirre's dropping down.
And Cash thrown out of bounds by Bronson and what looks to be Roberts.
That's
1:14 left.
Because you got the D-line, and then you always have this one linebacker, which is usually Aguirre, who kind of just drops down to the edge and he's kind of just coming off the edge usually. Or not even coming off the edge, he's just spying that edge, not letting him run to the outside.
So Dixon in for Koval on 3rd and blank, 3rd and 2 to be exact, on the right hash. Jonah telling his boys on the bench, or the boys in the bleachers, get louder. It's 3rd down, 1:14 left in the half. Come on. Give to the back, and Nolan looks to have it. So it'll be 1st down, Blue Jays. So Koval checks back in for Dixon. So, I mean, you gotta do something. And again, I was talking with these boys on defense. I was asking them, I mean, because they run the 4 DB set, and that's something you don't see a lot of and continuously using, especially against these run-heavy teams. I was like, are you going to use a 4-4? Are you going to continue with that 3-4 or the quote-unquote 4-3 where they rotate Louis and Hunter Page down? And they were saying that they're going to still use their base defense, but they're kind of using it differently. They're adding a secondary nose tackle. So that should be a big thing for them. That should be something different. And I wonder what Coach Rich, Coach Reynolds, Coach Primus have at halftime and what they will say. If they're going to change up and go 4-4 especially against this run-heavy team. Yeah, they've attacked quick, but that's just corner change and watching hips. Again, your hips don't lie, like Shakira said, and wherever the hips go, they gotta go. So you can head fake, eye fake, feet fake all you want. You gotta watch the hips if you're a receiver, or if you're a corner. So that's something that Roberts, Koval, Ford, Bronson, everybody just got to do a little bit better on. So I wonder what that'll look like as we strike just over a minute left in the half. Ooh. QB keeper trying to turn it down. And down the sideline and out of bounds.
That's more DJ Bronson. Bronson, he went inside when we already had a man on the inside. He had to get to the outside.
And that's
but
just
also
a
good job
football.
by the lead blocker, which I believe was Mason Cash. He came around and he decided to go for Bronson, who had the better chance over Hunter Page.
And just assignment football. You just play your lane, and that's all you do. It's like you're playing kickoff. It's like you're the kickoff team. You go to your lane and you stick to it. You don't try and, if I'm Jamari Bell, I'm not going to Jack Conway's lane. Or if I'm Demarion Ford, I'm not going to DJ Bronson's lane. So that's what you just got to do. And it's little changes, little stuff. We give to the back and thrown down after a big gainer. Ball now inside the 25.
And we are
timeout.
And this will
Liberty.
be Liberty's last timeout.
They've used all 3. With just under
53 seconds.
Yeah, just under a minute left. They've used all 3. And
so now you got to kind of start to air it out a little bit more. Or do more of those QB outside runs and try to get to the boundary and get out of bounds.
Because out of bounds stops time. And they are running the football. They're up the gut. They're able to be quick. They're able to go the quick game. And that'll probably tire out Conway, Anderson, or Techamai, whoever's in at nose, whoever of those two are in at nose tackle. But at the end of the day, it probably won't, because I'll drive past on Congress. I'll be on Congress. I look and I'm seeing them run gassers. I'm even seeing Trent, and they're hyping Trent up. He's not the quickest of fleet. No disrespect to him, but he's always working through every rep. And we love to see it. Even Conway. All of them are running through every rep, and they're making sure that they are well sprinted, to say the least, well cardioed for these types of situations.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's just kind of thinking like, okay, you got to just keep discipline. That's kind of why you do all this when you're tired. Stay disciplined. It's why you do those extra sprints. It's like, okay, you're tired. Stay disciplined now.
So they go back to the 3-4. The linebackers being Aguirre, Copeland, Van Batavia, and Page. And, I mean, way to take him down, Roman, right there. That's what you got to do. And Sutton on the ground for a second. He's like, oh, wait, I got to get to the huddle.
Grinding under 45 seconds now.
Koval comes off. Dixon checks in. So let's see what. And it'll be run. And finally taken down. So we strike just under 30 seconds left in the first half. I wonder if they try and spike it, or if they go end zone. They do spike it. So as our game starts to wind into the half, as we sit at 18 seconds left, we look around and we see Blue Springs South is actually up 17-0 against Lee Summit. Right? We take a look at Blue Springs, who's tied with Rockhurst. Smithville is getting whooped by Platte County 28-0.
And that is Platte County's homecoming.
Woof. St. Joe is actually up on the Northmen.
Really?
22-14.
And
NKC is up 43-0 on Grandview, so looks like a win for them. Staley is up Staley's down 6-0 to Liberty North. Ray Peck is tied with Lee Summit West. 0-0. Throwing end zone and out of bounds. Good defense by Roberts to get the clock to 14 seconds left. Trying to go to Cash and
so
not
you have,
Cash there.
I would say, one play here.
Maybe
one
two.
play. No, wait, whoa, no.
They're gonna go field goal.
No, they're just gonna bring out the field goal unit. All right.
Third down. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm
not mad at it at all because it's kind of eliminated that factor. Well, what if we?
Fourth.
Oh, sorry,
excuse
it
me.
is fourth down. But
So-
it eliminates that factor of like, okay, what if they're
So this actually is kind of a harder kick for Lincoln Dwiggins. He's on the right hash, not the furthest of kicks, being on the 19-yard line. This will be a 29-yard kick, but on the right hash, especially the hash markers being outside of the goalpost. Snap, hold, kick, up, and good. 17-14, 10 ticks on the clock for the Blue Jays. They go up just before half, and let's see if, I mean, we've almost seen a return touchdown by Dixon and by Roberts, so I wonder if I'm Liberty, if I'm going to squib kick here, you know, and you force the Trojans' hand and they have to come out on offense, and what will they do? Will they attempt a deep pass? Will they just kneel it out, take it into halftime? I mean, what do you think, Sam? What do you think?
I would think that this is just going to be, okay, give it a shot with the return, but if anything, this is just going to be like a pooch kick to Jonah Ware. But, hey, I've seen Jonah Ware do a return for about 30 yards.
The big boy can move. Big mama can move.
He can indeed move a lot. So I'm just looking out to see if – I'm thinking that this is just a pooch kick, and it's just kind of, all right, not going to give him really that much of a chance. Don't give it to Dante Dixon.
Or Roman.
Just kind of give it to – I'm looking at maybe Minder, Jonah, or
Ford,
yeah.
Maybe even just maybe because of the alignment, you put it right at the 35. You just sky it at the 35.
And if you don't get it, it's just QB kneel. All right, half. Take it, and Trojans will receive.
That's the big thing here, is that the Trojans do receive at halftime. They did remain with all three timeouts, scoring 14 points, matching the Liberty Blue Jays, but now they're down by 3 just before half. So, no, it won't be a squib. It'll kick through the end zone. It wasn't touched, so clock will stay paused.
But this is just going to be a knee.
You don't know that. There's a flag on the play on a kick that goes through the end zone. Face mask on the Blue Jays. So I wonder if Thomas is going to take a shot for AG. He catches, he goes down, you call timeout, you go field
now
goal
I'm wondering, because, like, where does this put you now?
It puts you in a good spot, to say the least. And looks to be middle on the 35-yard line.
Yeah, this is just probably going to be a kneel because I don't see a chance of Zane making it all the way.
I mean, you got all 3 timeouts. Again, you can throw it to the 30-yard line. You can hit AG in stride, or if he doesn't
we're going to give it a shot
stride.
5 wide.
Yeah, I love the call. Leonard up top. I see Dixon, AG, Watson and Minder down bottom.
That was a quads down low.
Tight bunch down bottom with Dixon the lone man. Thomas going to roll left. He fumbles and falls on it.
And that would be the end of the first half.
So that will be the first half. I mean, I like the aggression. I do like it. So Blue Jays lead 17-14. Yes, they lead, but Trojans get ball at half. I mean, a good first half by both sides. Blue Jays establishing the run. Agee getting 2 receiving touchdowns, both on guys' heads. And again, we will see you in 20 minutes for, I mean, what should be a good second half here at Preston Field.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your Park Hill Crimson Girls. Tonight we're taking to the routine taught by Park Hill alumni Kathy Middleton. The girls had the opportunity to learn from her over the summer and are so excited to showcase this piece this evening. The team wanted to invite you all to visit Rise Nutrition on Berry Road this Saturday from 8 to 2. Grab the Crimson Girl combo and help them raise funds for their trip to nationals in February. They appreciate all your support. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the halftime performance of your Trojan Marching Band. The music department of Park Hill High School, the Trojan Marching Band, are proud to present their 2025 halftime show, Sweet, our classic musical suite, bring to life a magical candy kingdom. Tonight's show will feature soloists Dylan House, Lisa Cruz-Franco, Maddie Whitney, Gabriel Epps, Brooklyn Gonzalez, Emma Odell, Peter Heading, Bowman Egon, Gwendolyn Bell, and Cameron Hines.
Welcome back to this great matchup here at Preston Field. Again, I'm Brody Fetters, joined by Sam Miller. I mean, Sam, what do you think for both sides, Liberty and Park Hill, what those halftime adjustments look like?
So these halftime adjustments look like, I would say, just kind of capitalizing on these opportunities. Capitalizing these opportunities here late. You got to come in. I mean, Park Hill had a lot of opportunities through the passing game, but Zane Thomas just missed a few throws. I would say he just has to get more comfortable getting into the second half. He's got to be able to make these throws that he's been making in these earlier weeks. I didn't see that from him in the first half. He looked uncomfortable. He looked not very relaxed like we see him usually. I need to see him come out and make those easy, simple throws and connect on that deep ball. Like Braylon Agee had a wide open deep ball down here. They still scored on it, but there's probably going to be another opportunity like that here in this half. You got to make these simple, easy throws.
And again, like, what do you see for Liberty halftime adjustment-wise?
I would say for Liberty, you just got to keep up that ground and pound style. Got to be able to get physical, stay physical, keep on out-physicaling the Trojans, keep on getting those 5 to 6 yard gains constantly. And you got to get more of those big runs. You can't allow it to get to, like, you got to also cut back on the penalties. Because those, like, 2nd and 20s, 3rd and 20, because you know the Trojans, they're going to try and limit those big passing plays. Got to get them in those situations. That's what they're seeing. Got to keep it at, like, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10. Make them throw the ball. So I think that Liberty, they just have to keep it within that 5 yard range to the first down, I would say. Keep it right there.
I think big thing for the Trojans, I'm going to kind of think both sides. Yes, Zane he has to stay comfortable. It doesn't look like it right now. Defensively, play your assignment. Don't get out of it, right? Do not try and Demarion Ford, do not play DJ Bronson's assignment and vice versa. You are at your position for a reason, okay? That's all I'll say. I'll kind of keep it trying short and sweet. Liberty-wise, Liberty trying to eliminate the pass, right? I mean, their front seven is a very good front seven. You got to get home a little quicker to make Zane Thomas a little more uncomfortable than what he already seems to be. But that'll just come with time, and we will see how the second half tails. As it is 17-14 Liberty, as Liberty kicked a kind of a field goal with 14 seconds left on the clock, 10 seconds left on the clock, I believe. And then there was a kick through the back of the end zone. Trojans tried to do something, fumble, picked up by the Trojans, then take it into half.
And allow me to add in a few more things here. I would say to maintain the same for Liberty. Keep it simple, but another key thing to look out for. Grady Coppinger, the star linebacker for Liberty, he came into half and he was holding his shoulder walking into the locker room, I noticed.
That's huge for the Trojans as Dante Dixon takes it at the 12. He's going to cut, and he's going to get taken down about the 31, 32-yard line. So ball will be on the right hash, 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Now, I really wanted to see, I wanted to see what Huggins would dial up in that 10-second mark because we kind of had a little bit of time to kind of talk about it. I wanted him to kind of get the deep pass, timeout, kick a field goal with either Thomas or Witzke, take it into half, maybe tie game. But that didn't happen, obviously, because we saw the strip and then.
I didn't really see that happening because I as in practice, I see these kick and drills happening. Witzke's range was about at the 30-yard line, and they started at the 35, and they had 10 seconds.
They had time. But
yes, with all 3 timeouts, but Zane looked for the deep
Yeah.
shot.
So up top is Leonard, followed by A.G. Dixon. Down bottom's Watson. It'll be a give to Easter in the backfield, and I mean, looks like a face mask, but I mean, he forgot his glasses, I guess. The referee did. So it'll be 2nd and what looks to be 2nd and 5 for the Trojans. I mean, not a bad gain, but shoulda been a lot more. I mean, very, very, very timely and very, very effectively by the Trojan stands to boo the referee call.
Don't you know a guy who could do LASIK surgery?
I do. I got a buddy. He helped Jameis Winston. So 2nd and 4. Again, the give to Easter, and there's Sutton trying to flip him. Sutton plays a lot like Kirby Joseph does. Tries to go low, and so far hasn't worked. It's already been big gains.
I've seen a lot of Liberty hands coming from the D-line. Like they're trying to reach out, but it's kind of like hitting him in the face mask area.
Yes.
It's more like just here.
They're trying to block his vision, and at some point you're going to pull, and that's what's going to give a free 15 yards.
First play. Somebody finally pulled, and it's like, oh, there it is. Throw it. Oh, no, we're not.
Just got to look for it a little better. But first down after 2 good runs by Daniel Easter. He'll no longer be in. It'll be Minder, A.G., Leonard up top, Dixon and Watson down bottom. Thomas going to roll left. Thomas going to try and find something. He's going to try and, whoa. He kind of gave himself up, but got hit at the very end.
And
There's a flag on the play, probably a delayed hit.
This might be a late hit on number 2, which is Deacon Price.
I mean, yeah, we saw Zane kind of slide feet first, and then kind of a late hit, kind of lower body-esque.
No, it is not. It's holding against the Trojans.
Oh, okay. So, ball will be placed on the 35, kind of back where they started, and this is what you don't want to see. So it'll be 1st and 20. Really, just, again, back where they started, and that's not what you want to see, especially first drive, coming out of half, down 3. Got to try and at least answer, put 3 on the board.
I was like, I'm seeing, I believe that is Dante Dixon in the backfield.
It is.
This is a handoff to Dante right here.
With AG up top, Watson, Minder, Leonard down bottom. It's going to be a screen pass to Dixon, actually. He's going to cut up and,
nothing.
Maybe get back to the line.
This is a very key drive. Why? Because this is
You gotta answer.
This is a tone setter for the second half.
Yes, 100%.
Who's making the best adjustments? And currently, it's Liberty.
So far, but that only tails in a minute and a half in, so not much to say there. But let's see how 2nd and 20 looks. So it'll be AG again up top. It'll be a bunch of receivers, which are Watson up front with Leonard and Minder behind him. Dixon being the lone man away from them down bottom. 2nd and 20, 4 wide again, or 5 wide, excuse me. Faking it, a QB power. Good run by Thomas and sliding down.
That'll be about an 11-yard gain. So everybody in the D-line shifted. Why? Because they're like, oh, screen pass. Everybody shift over. Go get the screen.
Go try and get those 4 receivers set.
You also saw the O-line do this. They all turned their backs. They all shifted over towards the screen. They're all,
and that's
nope, you're not coming
executed
back inside.
perfectly by the boys up front of Irwin, Morgan,
big
Odegaard, Baxter, and Anderson. So 3rd and 8, firing, and hauled in by AG. What a reach.
And that's the catches we were missing in the first half from Braylon AG. He dropped 2. There's the catches I want to see out of Braylon AG.
He ran a hitch route and then sat down and then had to pull back. So second time today we're seeing Baxter's helmet come off.
And Baxter, he seems visibly upset with his helmet.
He's like, Coach, give me a new one. This one's a little too loose. So Spall has to check in.
I think there's something wrong with the clicking mechanism.
Yeah.
The chin strap. I think there's something wrong with it.
We do see Irving actually do check in for Minder. It'll be Watson up top, followed by Leonard, AG, and Dixon down bottom. He's going to throw. He's going to hit. Oh! Whoa. Thought he had it, but he didn't.
That's understandable, actually. He kind of thought, okay, Dr. Dixon, he doesn't drop balls.
Yeah, Derek Wilson thought he had it. He didn't, so it'll be 2nd and 10 now. Spa coming out. Baxter coming in. Minder checks back in for Irving. So back to square one with the offensive look. On 2nd and 10, ball on the 45-yard line in Liberty territory on that left hash. 9:23 left in the 3rd quarter.
And I'm just noticing this. There's like a different presence I'm getting from Zane now in this second.
A little bit more confidence.
Like more confident, like, oh, I see you hit it. It seemed like he was like, no, I'm not sure. Now it's just, okay, no, go.
Oh, another QB run. And Thomas gets a good gainer going inside the 40. It'll be 3rd and what looks to be 3rd and 4.
And that is Ray Parks and Grady Coppinger combining for the tackle.
I mean, we haven't really kind of said Grady's name tonight, but he's a presence, to say the least.
I would just say it's just more of his presence. We haven't seen him do much, but it's more of like, okay,
he's there. You got to kind of try and be away from him, which
exactly
is a good thing for the Liberty.
I've seen him shadow over on screen passes, and he's kind of just been not letting there be lanes.
He's like the quarterback of their defense as Thomas breaks a big one off. Whoa. Thrown flag. Odegaard's on his back.
And there's
two flags.
Now. I believe that this might be. And there's
a third one.
What is happening?
Someone forgot to do their laundry this week. So much laundry on the field.
I think it was me.
Hopefully not. So let's see what the call is here with 8:45 left. If it is on Liberty, it is.
I believe that Odegaard got thrown down late by someone.
I believe so, because you don't see a center that far up.
And I also
usually.
believe that there is a holding call, maybe on Odegaard. I believe that there is something, maybe also an unnecessary roughness call on Liberty, because I've seen them like, kind of coming late on a lot.
Yes,
of
100%.
Maybe a late on the cue.
Oh, I see Irwin getting ripped a new one by Reynolds. Reynolds, not a big talk guy, but he's giving Irwin the business.
He also gave this talk to Conway earlier in the game.
He did. And Conway didn't even have a penalty. He was just trying to discipline him.
Like let's not do. So I'm really trying to figure out what's going on.
Big thing.
I'm like, this is gonna be a long conversation.
Okay, let's see what this call will be.
Oh wait, this is sideline.
Yep. So
on Liberty.
So yeah, you gotta make sure that sideline is. So if you're able to see, down on the sideline, there's 2 white lines. You want them to stay inside of that box.
Penalty, so this will be a replay of down.
Yes, replay of down. There's a lot of flags. We saw someone from the 10-yard line. Ref, boom. I mean, he threw it right in there.
I saw a flag go soaring up. Like that third one was just like.
It's like he was a center fielder trying to gun somebody at home.
I was like, yeah, what's going on out there? Is that center field for, I don't know, maybe the Yankees trying to gun someone out?
So it'll be 3rd and 4. They go back to the same set of AG up top, Watson, then Dixon behind him, Leonard, then Minder behind him down bottom. Zane, the lone man in the backfield, the QB. 3rd and 4. Throwing, Dixon in his hands and intercepted. Trying to take it back the other way. Price down the sideline. Leonard trying to catch him. He does, but it's no point. I mean, you love to see that by Caden Leonard.
A drive killer by Dante Dixon.
Oh my, I mean, you can't be,
A huge play for the Blue Jays as Dixon bounces right off the hands. A great throw by Zane Thomas. A great read. Had him wide open. I don't know what happened to Dixon, but that's a heartbreaker
to say the least.
here at Preston Field. So now, got to bring it back, and the Trojans are going to have to do it again as now is 23-14.
Pending PAT, 8-10. There's still a lot of football left, 20 minutes to be exact, plus timeouts. So kick is up and good. So that'll make it 24-14. Lincoln Dwiggins with the PAT that is good. He is 3 for 3 on PATs today, 1 for 1 on field goal tries. So, I mean, drive killer. They were driving. And something we've seen comparatively today compared to the last 5 games that the Trojans have done, whether it was their win here against the Panthers, their 2 losses against NKC and Kearney, or their game at Rockbridge and their game at Staley, I've been to all of them. And what I've seen a difference is the play calling has gotten, they're trying to have longer drives because they realize that they're having 2-minute drives, and then they give the opposing side X amount of time, 10 minutes to then go do a drive. Especially Liberty offense, they are a run-heavy offense, so they need that time to be able to create something. So that's something that, that's a big positive for Coach Huggins and company on the offensive side.
I'm Coach Huggins. I'm talking to Dante, and I'm like, hey, you're good. Just go out, do your thing. It's a mistake. You make mistakes.
Nobody's perfect.
Got to come out and got to be you.
He's going to target him on the return. He'll catch it inside the goal, and that'll be 1st and 10, ball on the 25
and
for the Trojans.
No, also, that just isn't like a drive killer. I feel like that's also just like an energy killer.
Yeah, 100%. We heard this Park Hill Trojan student section. They're in it. They're in it they're in it when the 69-51-52 loss against NKC. The one try to blur from my head. They were still in it in the 4th quarter.
I was like, what was that game? I don't remember that. I can't recall.
Yeah, they were in that game till the end, and that's something you love to see. No matter what, the Trojan faithful will stay in it. So, we'd love to see that as a group.
We see Watson, Dixon, and I believe that is Leonard.
And gets back to the line maybe by the back.
Yeah, nowhere to go for the run. I believe that Coppinger got in there. There was a lot of linebackers just flowing to the middle, stopping that run. But I say this now, like, you run the screen a lot. Do you keep up with that little QB power that you ran a lot last drive?
So AG up top, Irving the back to his right, Dixon followed by Watson, then Leonard motioning up. Nope, Watson's going to go up top now. AG's going to join the group down bottom.
4 seconds on the play clock.
They get it off at about 2. Stepping up, firing, and intercepted. Just absolutely overthrowing Braylon Agee. And the Liberty offense will step in for the first time with 7:20 left in the third quarter.
Zane just overthrew him, and he had a wide open Braylon Agee, and it just sailed.
He probably thought he was 6'7", and he's only 6'4".
Yeah, kind of need an extra 3 inches on that.
So Liberty will take over. Ball on the 45 in Trojan territory in the middle of the field. 1st and 10. Again, 7:20 left. They lead by 10. Let's see what they call up here. You guessed it. Give to the back.
Where got in there.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, 55.
Hey.
You can't do that.
Good call. Good call. Hey, Piercy, you have to stay a little more. You can't throw at the end. That's something I was watching. I was watching his film earlier this week. Yeah, broadcaster watching a little bit of football film, but I was looking, and he likes to get downfield. It's something weird you don't see a lot. You don't see guards or tackles try and get downfield to the third level. The second level is the backers. Third level to me is that safety corner level, and he's over at Bronson.
And Piercy, here's a little fun fact about him. He is committed to the University of Wyoming.
Huh.
So I feel like you might want to have a little bit more discipline if you're going to go play there.
Yeah. So, I mean, you have to
keep your head clear. You can't let your
especially you hear whistle. You hear whistle, you're done. You move your hands off and you walk away.
No, I'm going to blast DJ Bronson 5 yards back after the whistle by 3 seconds.
I mean, I would too if DJ Bronson's in every play. So 7:13, 2nd and 21 here for the Blue Jays. That was, since it was after the play, it's now be 2nd down. Back to pass. I was lying. It's going to be a keeper. He's going to try and make a move. Turn to the sideline, his best friend. And Copeland chases him out of bounds.
I believe it was Conway. Conway kind of got juked out there. He tried to keep the outside contained, and then he ducked inside. That's just the issue. Keep your outside contained. He's wanting to get to the outside.
Something I'm seeing is you have to play him like you're playing. I'm not saying he is, obviously. I'm not saying that Connor Hatfield is these guys. You have to play him like they are. You have to play him like he's Lamar or Josh Allen. You can't sack him. You have to keep him in his zone. You can't let him get outside of that, because then he can use his legs to make moves outside of the pocket and potentially get forward for good games.
Right here, you're going to have a rollout. 13 spike, you're just going to run a little hitch or comeback or an out route.
No, it's going to be jet around to him. He's going to cut it back in, and thrown down by Aguirre and kind of shoved by Bronson. 4th down, ball on the 40-yard line, and we see
no movement. Oh, but there is a flag.
Yeah, flag on the play up top.
If anything, this is going to be holding. Piercy's downfield, kind of where the flag is.
Yeah, he's talking to Bell, Ford, and what looks to be Roberts as well.
Maybe he's trying to make some good friends.
I know he is pretty good friends with Dante. They've known each other for a while. I mean, when we would play Liberty, we played them, I believe, 2 or 3 times this year in last season in baseball.
We're still seeing the. It is third. It is third down due to the accepted penalty. It's not
smart. I like that, because they have a chance to go for it. But again, like I was saying, I mean, they would. Dante would say what's up to him, and they'd kind of catch up a little bit. It seems to be good buddies, which you love to see. But once you get on the gridiron, you are locked in. Your buddies are now the guys next to you. They're not the guys across from you.
And we see, I believe that was Logan Allen who just checked out of the game, who has been a pretty key target.
So 3rd and 19. Be a give to their back.
So
being
get
Nolan.
into a good punt position to pin him deep. So a key stop for the Trojans.
100%. 100%.
And we're not seeing any movement.
Try and go for it, maybe.
So 4th and 12.
Yes.
For the Liberty Blue Jays offense, and we will see Connor Hatfield stay on the field.
I wonder if he is like
Main man to
what
watch.
Zane
It's
is.
the one-on-one, Cash and Dixon.
So, yes, he does punt. And hitting at about the 8 and trickling out near the 5. So let's see what they call it. Let's see where the position will be. It will be on the 5, Trojan ball on that
I
left
believe that's at
hash.
the 6-yard line.
Like the 6 or 7. So 5:52 left in the third. 24-14 Liberty Blue Jays lead. And their lone touchdown this go-around in this second half was a pick 6.
I was like,
It was-
here's what I got to say. You
by
got
Deacon
Trojans,
Price.
you have to respond here.
100%. You have to put 7 on the board. 3 kind of doesn't cut it here, especially when the Blue Jays can take off, because they just took off about 2 or 3 minutes of time. You can't let that happen, and those drives can turn longer if need be.
Of course. And you see this little stack right
The
here.
2 stacks with AG again all alone, and QB Power sliding down, but kind of hooked around by Coppinger. So it looks to be a gain of about 3 or 4.
So Grady,
Second down.
Grady Coppinger, he just kind of comes in, and I don't think that was a very light hit. I really don't.
He was kind of there, and he was fully committed, so he couldn't really
was
do
already
much.
going, and Thomas started his slide.
Yeah.
And,
Again, another QB run.
Looking like Carney with the QB runs.
So
It's like rinse and repeat.
I'm not mad with it. They're getting good gainers.
Yeah, but we were mad at Carney for this.
I mean, yeah, because it's the opposing side.
Good point.
It's the opposing side. You got to do what works, though. I do dog on it, but you got to do what works.
Yep, and once again, why? Because there's no one in the box.
Third time's a charm, because 3, that's a magic number. Good gainer there. And another first down. 3 plays, 2 first downs.
And we're staying in the stack.
I mean,
I'm
if it
honestly
isn't broke,
thinking that this is
don't
an
fix it.
RPO.
I feel like at some point he's going to fake it, he's going to step back, and he's going to hit somebody.
And he's downfield. Like, I'm looking at AG right here. Like,
I'm not.
Take a step forward, take a step back, and
Yeah.
launch one. Oh, nope, it's just going to be an out route, a simple out route for about 4 yards. Good catch by brilliant AG.
Yeah, good catch. Second down. I mean, you keep running this, you kind of are giving the Blue Jays a guessing game. And we're not playing guess who, we're playing football. So that's
But
something.
it's always good when you're playing guess who during
Yeah.
football. And here's what I'm saying. We don't do it when Grady Copinger's in the box. Why? Because he's an athletic man and he can make plays.
And you're pulling him out of the box with this set.
And
Whoa.
Dixon trying to move. Goes back. Flag thrown.
Flag.
Still up.
Turns around. He's going to hit the 30.
Dixon.
He has stride. He has a first down pending flag and taken out of bounds in
I believe
Liberty
that this
Blue Jay
might
territory.
I believe that this might come back. I think this is holding on Quinn Watson.
Yes, it is. So a huge gainer that would have put the Trojans inside the 45-yard line.
Trojans are walking back. They already know it. This is coming back.
Yes, because it was called. It was called holding already. White Hat already called it. So very big killer there after a huge. Dante Dixon was taken down at like the 25. He had lost a good amount of yardage.
I think Dante Dixon just ran 70 yards to get about 40.
But he had to turn all the way back around and then taken down at inside the 45 in Blue Jay territory, excuse me. All for nothing, but I mean, 2nd and 17. We've seen worse situations where the Trojans have done something. Let's see what they can do here. Still staying in this stack
They've
set.
converted this a few times tonight already.
Throwing. Watson has it in stride. Watson,
Gets turned inside out.
gets assassinated again. He's on Park Hill territory.
You're really
he can't get
obsessed with that
assassin.
word. You're really obsessed with that word assassinated tonight.
I am, because Park Hill Assassin just started this week, if you don't know. If you most likely do. It kind of changes schedules for people. Faking. Dixon. He'll get taken around.
I think
taken
that
around
that's such a
midfield.
huge catch for Dixon. Why? That's the same pass he dropped. Gets his confidence back. You're trying to build it back.
So I see 3 men step off. Bindle. That will be Bindle. Ooh. Tanador for Nidoforo. Bless me. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Is that English?
And then Ray Parks. So back to an easy one. Again, I mean, number 59 for Liberty. If you can meet me after the game, I'll correctly pronounce your name.
And Coppinger makes a good play, but it's a first down Trojans, as it's about a 3 to 4 yard rush for the Trojans.
Puts them inside Blue Jay territory.
And I would just say this: that
46.
pursuit speed by Grady Coppinger.
It didn't matter.
It really he just really kind of hawked Zane down.
Something I'm liking to see here, though, they're using a lot of clock.
I'm not
But
sure if
I like
really
it, I don't
that.
like. I mean,
I'll say you're down by 10.
Oh, yep, good. Hey, that's a good call. I saw a little bit of fighting.
I think Warner Birch, I talked about him earlier. He's been really physical. He likes to get
And that'll get calls.
I think
I think at the half they were seeing he's physical, and so they're going to try and attack him on that short game because they'll get that flag.
It's fine
throw.
to get physical, but then you just got a little bit too physical right now.
Yeah. It'll be Riley Haney will check in. We will see Quinn Watson check out. Probably just a little breather, maybe get some water. And we'll see Mender out for Easter, the two junior receivers checking out for the junior backup QB and the senior running back.
And
We see Thomas up top with Dixon lining up left of Irwin. They're going to motion. Haney's going to go up top with Dixon.
Thomas comes into QB.
Leonard in the backfield. Easter and AG down bottom. Your usual offensive line, though. Throwing. Oh, tried to go to Leonard.
And he missed him.
Missed it. So it'll be second and 10.
That would have probably been a solid 5-yard gain.
And that's what you need. That's what you need.
So now you have second down and 10.
With 2:33 left, we will see Mender and Watson check back in. Haney and Easter check back out. So second and 10 now. Ball on the right hash on the 32-yard line.
Here's kind of where I'm seeing the fade ball coming from Fairland AG. Nope, screen pass.
Yep, cuts back inside and gets maybe about a gain of 2.
I'm not even I don't know. Yeah, I think they're giving him a yard.
Maybe. Looks like, yep. So third and presumably, third and 9 for the Trojan faithful.
And I don't think, if they don't get this here, they're going for it. Unless if they
100%.
get about 2.
So look what they do. They go back to the stacks of, so it'll be Leonard and Mender up top behind him.
Coppinger in the box, though. Grady
Watson
Coppinger.
and Dixon. Then we have AG down bottom. Back to pass. Thomas is going to roll right. He's going to have time.
Coppinger pursuing.
Oh, kind of tipped and then through the hands
So
of AG.
4th and 9.
Warren Birch.
Really good
Was
job
over
by
there.
Grady Coppinger there to step up and get in Zane Thomas's face. Grady Coppinger just did a great job there.
So 4th and 9. Thomas going to go talk to Huggins. I see this either they're going to try and get a jump, and then they're going to go for it, or they're going to try and get a jump, and they're going to call a punt by Thomas. I don't see. Ooh. Yeah, AG doesn't move. Oh, now he moves. They will go for it. Thomas buying time. He's going to throw it. Overthrowing Watson looked a little lost.
I think
So turnover on downs as the Blue Jays take over. Ball on the left hash in their own territory on the 31-yard line.
and that was a killer because the Trojans just wasted so much of their comeback time. That was about a 6-minute drive right there. 6 minutes away to get back into this game and make it a one-score game. Gone for the Trojans.
They still got time. They got 13 minutes, 41 seconds, 3 timeouts, plus 3 timeouts on the other side from the Blue Jays. So you can sometimes use the Blue Jays timeouts to your advantage. But let's see what the Jays and company call here. First down. It'll be a give to their back. And taken down
For a good gain,
about
5.
4. Looks like 4 or 5 yards, yeah. So Hicks will come on.
It's crucial, I think, that the Trojans get a 3-and-out right here.
100%. You got to force a punt, and you come into the fourth quarter with a 10-point deficit. You score, try and score quickly, then you answer. And that's been the thing, is the Trojans were answering all night, and now they're kind of stuck in their tracks. So let's see what happens. Oh, fumble! Picked up by Page! That is a huge awareness by Hunter Page. I mean, wow. Connor Hatfield was trying to give it to Hicks, and Hicks did not look like Jackson. He looked like the younger version of that is Jace Hicks. So ball will be on the 34-yard line on the right hash after the fumble recovery on the kind of miscue. It looked like he pulled it, but Jace kind of put a hand on it to have it fall up in the air. And Page was in the right position at the right time. 13 minutes left on the clock, and they have time. They have the offense to go score.
It's always been Page or Geary. They've always been coming off that edge just in case they want to run it to the outside, but they've always been coming inside. So when he drops it, Page is already on the outside, and the ball just bounces right to him.
Thomas pumping, throwing, and fight for it. Wow. Good. Wow. That is really good concentration and awareness by Minder.
I don't like what I saw from Zane on that throw. He hesitated. He had two wide open guys. He's like, okay, fine. I'll go. He needs to be quick. Okay, I see him. I throw.
But, again, with the hesitation, he still found Minder for a good gainer to put him inside the red zone. Ball on the 14. First and 10, 40 ticks on the third quarter. QB power, and going to go down after about a gain of about 2.
So 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. We'll see
Probably see one or two more plays.
They do not have to run another play.
They don't have to, but they probably will. We saw it at the end of the first quarter. They ran a play when they didn't have to, and they scored a tutty.
I'm not sure if you noticed, ever since AJ's been alone, they've always had this safety shadowing him.
Which is smart.
All the way.
It's smart.
Why? Because right here,
he's 6'4", and he has 2 touchdowns, and they've been over guys' heads. Screen down to Dixon up top. And inside the 10, looks to be about a yard short of the first down mark, taking us into the fourth quarter. Looks to be 3rd and short for the Trojan faithful, down 10 here with just 12 minutes left in this football game.
0 points scored in the third.
But that's okay. They're knocking on the doorsteps. They're in the red zone.
And before we get going on our fourth quarter, I'd like to acknowledge someone, and that is happy birthday, Brody. Brody, congratulations, you made it 18 years. How does it feel?
Feels like the same thing. If someone asks me how old I am, I say I'm 18 instead of 17. So feels kind of the same, but it's a little different, I guess. Let's say the most. But we check around as we head into this fourth quarter. We check around. Blue Springs South now is still up. They're up 33-7 on the Lee Summit North Broncos. We take a trip again. Platte County 49-0 against Smithville at home on their homecoming night. Kearney battling out against Grain Valley 21-14 as they lead. The Northmen still down to the St. Joe Central Indians 35-21.
And if you're unaware, Park Hill travels to St. Joe Central, and then they will round off their season with Oak Park.
Yes, they do. Ray Peck is currently beating Lee Summit West 18-14, and Park Hill South is losing 35-0 to the Lee Summit Tigers. Sounds kind of familiar because the Trojans beat them 35-0 last week. NKC is putting the belt to Grandview 61-7, and Staley is still losing to the Liberty North Eagles 21-3. Those are kind of the big games, ones that matter around the area. There's always big games, but those are kind of the ones that the Trojans kind of care about.
All right, most important down right here, 3rd and 4 from about the 8-yard line.
AG down bottom, the lone man. Dixon, Watson, Leonard, Minder, and up top. Still in their stack. QB power.
I don't think he did not get there. He's about a yard short.
No, he might have had that. Ref looks to be on that line.
No, it's 4th and not even a yard.
4th and some toenails.
So,
on the left hash.
Obvious go for a call.
No doubt about it. They're probably going to stack the box.
Stack it up again. Yep,
Number 59 comes back in. I'm not going to try and butcher his name.
The screen pass right here. Or AG fade.
100%. And timeout Blue Jays. Their first of the half. They remain with 2. Trojans still remain with all 3. As They try and prepare for this 4th and toenails with 11:30 left in this half.
So
this
here's
game.
something that's interesting. I have not seen Liberty go to that. I have not seen Park Hill go to that stack all season until
It's
this
something
week.
new. They threw it in. They try and implement something new each week, and they felt as if they're expanding and they're able to use their 5 guys of Minder, Watson. I mean, the 2 juniors who have developed very, very well. Dixon, Leonard, obviously the 2 seniors on that side, with then AG on the bottom being so huge and such a big target. They're able to do that. So AG is kind of 2 people in one. Something we do see, though, is AG is on the sideline and not in that offensive huddle. I wonder if they're going to go with Jumbo. We have not seen a lot of Jumbo this year. Last year, Jumbo was a huge package because you had Owen Keller, you had Saquon Copeland, and yes, we do see Jumbo as Ware and Copeland and Jamari Bell are on the field, along with Louis Van Batavia. So 4th and toenails. They have to get this. Direct snap to Irving. He's inside what looks to be at the 1. So
That was a little bit like a tush push kind of thing.
yeah, I mean,
And we're going to do it again.
they're going to go back to it. They're going to try and check in 59. They're going to go back to it. Irving over the pile. Caden Irving getting hype as he scores.
And look at the sideline. Caden Williams is also getting hyped.
Yeah. So 20-24 pending PAT today. And Trojans back in it with 11:16 left in this ball game.
And the student section is hyped.
So let's see
Devin
this one
Witzke lines up.
for a very, very crucial PAT. Snap by Watson again. Snap, hold by Haney, kick by Witzke, up and through, making this a 3-point game. 11:16 again left in this ball game as the Trojans trail by 3. We've only seen 14 total points by either side in this second half. We saw, quick math real quick, it's 31 in the first half. So like I was we do see an injured Trojan. That does not look good. That looks to be Wyatt Spa down there, who's came in a few times for Clayton Baxter. We hate to see it, no matter the side, no matter which team it is. You hate to see injury. He looks like it's his leg, either leg. I cannot tell which one.
I actually believe that might be Braden Morgan. That looked like 57.
It was something 7.
I believe it was 57.
It is. I see Wyatt down on the sideline, so that is Braden Morgan.
It is like he's been so crucial to this O-line, and this is so sad to see.
Yes.
Truly.
He's been their starting left guard since last year, and him and Odegaard are the 2 main stake starters from last year to this year. Yeah, Baxter came in halfway through the year, but those are the big 2 that are still in, and they're still addressing Morgan. Buddy of mine, I've known him for 10 years of my life, going back to kindergarten, so I hate to see this.
And as a wrestler, when I see, and then it's the same thing. It's kind of like when I see a teammate get hurt on the mat, it truly hurts to see a guy that you have worked out with, a guy that you have known, come down with an injury. And this does not look good at all because helmet is off. The helmet is off. He's still on the ground, bad. And
So he's
he's
up.
up. So it's looking all right. It seems like something with the ankle. He's limping off.
Not getting his own walk, which is never good to see. So that is, again, number 57, Braden Morgan, the senior left guard. You can see Ethan Irwin in distraught. That's his buddy to his right that he has gotten very, very well known with the entire summer, 6 weeks into the season. That's been his ride or die at left guard. He's the big left tackle.
He's pumping the fist.
You don't see distraught from Morgan in his face, though, so that's at least something good to see.
Which it hurts to see always. And he seems all right. He's walking fine. He just has some assistance, but we still have a quarter of football to play here at Preston Field.
So let's see what this quarter will entail.
Witzke to kick. It's been Zane for most of the day. Trojan sideline is hyped.
So kick will hit at the 15 and die at about the 12. Oh! Yeah! Quinn Watson got a big hit. And there's more. More flags.
A punch was thrown by Keon Harden.
Oh, no.
I saw
Keon.
a punch fly from Keon Harden of the Trojans.
You can't do that. So let's see the official call here.
I think Keon Harden might be ejected here.
Talking it over as the referees.
Kind of like that same thing where it's like, it's not a close, it was a closed fist.
Oof. At least it wasn't. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. But let's see. So we'll be called on the Trojans.
I was like, Keon Harden, he threw a punch. I saw it. He was on the ground. He sat up. Boom. Threw. That was a crazy play. I saw a Trojan get laid out. I saw a Blue Jay get laid out.
Yeah.
And then there was a punch thrown.
You're like, ooh, and then ooh. I mean, you saw Watson get shoved in the sideline, but then you saw Van Batavia. He was like, okay, you did that. I'll do something better.
It's like when you watch a fight and then they're trading these huge shots and it's just, oh.
Yeah, it's like a boxing match, to say the least. Back and forth a little bit. So not good for the Trojans. As ball will be on the 41-yard line for the Blue Jays
now,
on the right hash.
Remember, the last drive of Liberty ended with that crucial bobble handoff.
Yes, after a turnover on down. So it'll be a give to the back, and Copeland takes him down.
Copeland with him for a little bit.
Copeland, we haven't said his name a lot tonight, but that's also been, he's in the middle of the defense, and they are running outside. So you're not going to see a lot of the Mike Backer taking those calls. You're going to see Aguirre, you're going to see Van Batavia, you're going to see Page getting more of those tackles. That's why we haven't seen much of Copeland.
Van Batavia. It's more been just like Bronson, Ford, Aguirre.
But you're going to see those guys get targeted more often than, Copeland, since he's in the middle. So
look at Koval here. He's got the inside leverage.
No jump.
Heavily down bottom wide, just in case if it's a run, he can come crashing.
Pass. They're gonna go hitch
outside
and dropped.
Looking like Kansas City Chiefs wide receivers
A few years ago.
Yes.
Sky Moore called. He wants his hands back.
Maybe broadcast balance scaling.
Hey. MVS is clutch. He wouldn't make the regular season catches, but if you call on him in the postseason, who's making those?
He's like, call him up. Maybe we can sign him for us in our playoffs.
Oof.
Is that legal?
I wish. So 3rd and 1, ball on the 50. More towards the left, a 2 tight end set. High snap, give to the back is Nolan. He looks to get the first down.
Really good job by the Park Hill defense, though. I mean, he just barely got it, but way to flood to the ball. Way to have everybody flood. It was a great job.
So ball will be on the left hash. Looks to be breaking into Trojan territory. Ball on the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays.
If you're wondering, an update on Braden Morgan. He's still in the trainer, still being evaluated by the trainers. Helmet is off. He seems all right. He's drinking water.
It's lower body, looks like.
He's got a leg hanging and he's got a leg up. So it's definitely below the knee, I believe.
And let's see. Back in on this drive. Get a keeper to Nolan. He drags forward and gets about a gain of about 3.
I'm noticing this. There's been a lot of opportunities to stop him at the line, but we're missing. It's like we're coming in too hot and they're making these little juke or cut moves.
Or they're coming in too high.
Yes.
Not hitting the hips
low.
and lower. You gotta hit the core and the hips. You can't.
Because I do believe Saquon Company's had opportunities.
It's just you need to hit hips and lower. You can't hit chest. Chest you can kind of brush it off. Hips and lower. It's like ooh, that's kind of pushes you back.
2nd and 8.
And
it's going to be left about 3rd and 4.
Yes, it will be.
So here's what I'm looking out for, that little hitch route, that out route of the Blue Jays. So
Koval sprints off for Dixon to come on.
So, 3rd and 5 from the 43-yard line.
44. That's me. That's a 40. Oh, that's 43.
I think you didn't study for a referee's exam.
No. One of the biggest plays of the day. 8:45 left.
Trojans down by 3.
Keeper by the QB.
No.
And no avail. Met at the line by Van
Saquon.
Batavia and Saquon Copeland adding to the tackles.
I was like, by Mr. Record Holder of the career tackles in Park Hill history is Saquon Copeland. Adding another to the tally. So 4th and 5.
They look to go for it, but we have seen a punt from their
I
QB.
will watch out for it, but I'm saying that this is a go for it right now. So
Let's see.
here we go.
Yes, Bronson and Van Batavia motion to this section. Get hot.
Here we
Get
go.
hot. 8 minutes
Student
left.
section is loud.
8 minutes left.
4th and
4th and 5. 2 men up top. 2 tight ends down bottom. They're going to fake the give. They're going to throw. And overthrown! Overthrown! What a play and a turn of events to give
Deja
Trojans
vu.
the football.
Hold up. Didn't St. Thomas do the exact same thing? He had the exact same opportunity, and it was overthrown. Now it's Liberty doing it.
You just got to play patient. So I wonder, we do look down. We see Braden Morgan still on the bed.
He looks all right. I'm not seeing a lot of medical attention. I'm just thinking it might be it's maybe like he maybe rolled his ankle.
So we will see Wyatt Spa in at left guard.
Maybe he got his ankle stepped on. That's probably the most likely thing that happened.
Again, AG up top, Dixon in the backfield, Minder, Watson, Leonard down bottom. 1st and 10.
Most
Ball on the
crucial
43
drive
on the
of
right
the
hash.
game right here.
Very, very crucial drive. Thomas back to pass. He's going to throw. Dixon has it. Dixon's going to turn up the field. 50, crossing into Blue Jay territory and out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Ball will be on the left hash in Blue Jay territory.
I mean, yeah, here's what happened. Dixon comes down low. It's a little bit short pass, but that actually helped Dixon because it let Dixon hit this little loop around, get to the edge, and then he was able to take off for about 20 yards.
Good gainer there, giving the Trojans 1st down in Blue Jay territory. We will see again that stack set of, it'll be Leonard and Minder up top, and then Watson and Dixon following them, with AG being the lone man down bottom, the safety shadowing his way. They're going to screen to Dixon. He's going to cut up field, and I see a
Coppinger.
helmet off.
That's Dixon's helmet. Coppinger took off the helmet.
I didn't know you could. I didn't know you could go in and then grab the helmet, but
I don't think
whatever.
he got the helmet. I think Dixon's helmet was loose because it looked like the shoulder just hit the helmet and it popped off.
So we'll see Irving in for at least a play. Dixon will be out for at least a play. So it'll be what looks to be 2nd and 7. Ball in on the Blue Jay 39 on the right hash. So let's see what comes up here.
Here's what I'm liking to see from the Trojans offense in the second half. It's constant yardage. There's not a lot of 0 yardage plays.
Minder, Watson, Leonard down bottom, AG up top. Irving, the man in the backfield. Wow.
And yeah, there's a 0
Met
yard
it.
play.
He's met
Flag
about the
thrown.
line. Flag lately thrown in the pile. Let's see what this one
unclear
is.
what this is here. I'm trying to figure out what this is. It's not a late hit, but
Let's see what this one is. Irving trying to find Judge to give it to. So it'll be face mask on the defense. Irving does check out. Dixon
finally,
checks in.
Liberty gets caught for it. We've
Yeah,
seen it
because
happen.
we've seen. The D linemen are getting blocked.
And another flag. Maybe some back talk from Liberty.
Let's see what it is. I see Irwin rush over to what looked to be Braylon Agee up top.
Did AG say something?
Let's see what it is. So
This might be the weirdest.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Still having a
Pointing?
long discussion. We're pointing at what happened. That flag. This is definitely some kind of talking, offsetting penalties.
No.
Oh,
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
sorry. I think I need to
Unsportsmanlike
read.
conduct.
Hey,
So
I'm still
that'll
learning
come
my-
after the play. So what'll happen is the first penalty, the face mask will go into play.
I'm
Then that's
still-
sportsmanlike.
Still learning my referee signals. I still am working on it.
Free first down for the Trojans on the doorstep of the red zone, right on that 20-yard line. They're knocking on the door of the Blue Jays. 7:05 left. So, again, they go back to the stack.
So
They go back to the stack. AG and Minder down bottom. Watson and Dixon follow him. Leonard up top alone. Screen down to Dixon. He cuts up field. Dixon breaking off tackles and down what looks to be the 11-yard line. Second and maybe about 1 for the Trojans.
here we go, Trojans. The student section is hyped.
I told you,
right now.
they'll always be in it. Clock strikes inside 7 minutes, 6:45 to be exact. Oh, so ball will be on the 12 on the left hash, 2nd and 2. So they get up to the line. AG becomes the lone man down bottom. Dixon in the backfield. Minder followed by Watson, then Leonard up top. 2nd and 2 again.
I'm looking out for
Dixon
Watson here.
Dixon gets motion. They're going to throw to Minder on a screen. He's going to turn upfield. Andrew Minder fights for 6. What a fight by Andrew Minder.
I saw him reach over that man and go over, get it over the goal, and then he took an even bigger hit. But no matter, touchdown.
Keep in mind, Trojans didn't have their left guard that drive. Keep in mind, Andrew Minder, by the way, you might not know this, last year as a sophomore was the JV quarterback, broke his collarbone, and is now catching touchdowns from Zane Thomas. Official timeout. Let's see what this one is.
I mean, what a crazy drive and a turn of events. You had Liberty had a wide open man, overthrew him, got a little bit too amped
Antsy.
up.
Yeah, a little too antsy. So a little
And overthrew it, and then the Trojans make the best drive I have seen from them all year.
a gritty drive at that. So there's a flag up top at about the 10.
What is happening? Are we still talking? What's happening?
I assume
Okay,
this
they're
is.
talking to Reynolds, so either
I assume it's a Liberty penalty, and they're seeing if they want to enforce it on the PAT
or
or
if on the kickoff.
on the kickoff. So let's see what this officially will be. Yep, it will be on Liberty.
Sportsmanlike conduct.
It'll be declined kick football. So it'll probably be enforced. I wonder if it will be enforced on that kickoff.
I think we need maybe Travis Kelce to give Liberty some words of wisdom, and that's know your role and shut your mouth.
You jabroni. Witzke's kick is up and good. 28-24. Trojans lead with 6:13 left in this ball game. And wild turn of
What
events.
a mood change. A 14-0 run for the Trojans.
In the fourth quarter, they hadn't scored a second half point yet.
Holy cow.
And they decide, wait, we got to wake up. We got to win this football game. We need to get back into this conference chase.
I mean, that guy, that man down there is going to have a lot of push-ups.
100%. So,
I will say this. I like the heart I'm seeing from Liberty's defense. They're just costing themselves with penalties.
they're playing with too much aggression.
Yes.
They're playing
Like, 'cause
overly
here's what I'm
aggressive.
seeing. I liked it was Minder and Watson. You see that Coppinger, like he would rotate out because they on the little stack, because he would go out there to guard the screen. Why? Because he's the fastest linebacker they have. They're putting him out there. So then what does Minder do? He comes in and he puts him in. Same thing with Watson. He comes over and he puts.
And that's awareness. That's
gets it
smart
on top.
awareness.
It's a great job by both of those, and that's what set up both of those. And now another kicker change of Zane Thomas.
I wonder if it was just a situational kick for Witzke.
It's all situational. All of it.
Very important kick. Thomas. And no return available as it'll go through the end zone. Even getting up in the band section. Jopi Finas involved with a little bit of scrabble with Darian Smith. Love that from Jopi Finas.
Oh, yeah. Did you just see that? I believe it was Logan Allen. He just said something back to him. He pointed and he.
Yeah. And he's getting a little bit of talk from Coach Primus on the sideline. So this Trojan section, period, not even student section anymore. The parents are getting in it. Everybody's in it.
I was like, Bronson and Ford just hyped up the crowd, told them to get loud, because this is the most important series of the game again. Gotta hold them.
Every series has been important.
6 minutes to go.
So let's see what they call up here, what Coach Chad has called up. They're going to give to their back. And Nolan will have a decent gain, what looks to be about 5.
It was Van Batavia on the solo tackle. Not a lot of solo tackles today.
It's been a lot of groups.
Yes.
They play together as a group.
But Louis Van Batavia makes a nice wrap up, and I just want to see them not allow that 5-yard gain. So it will be 5:50 to remain in this game. Section getting loud again. Here we go again.
So here we go, 2nd and 5. Back to pass. He's going to throw that little hitch. That sit down. It'll be Sutton. And 1st down, Blue Jays. And I'm getting word. We are looking down. We're seeing Braden Morgan's father is down with him. So that's never a good sign. You don't want to see the dad down with him ever. You don't want to see usually a family member down there is never a good sign.
I'm starting to think maybe like a sprained ankle. Or I think they're discussing this is what we need to do. It's all good. It's a tough sight to see because I also just saw Coach come over and talk.
So give to Nolan and taken down.
But another 5-yard gain.
Allegedly, what I'm hearing might be torn ACL, knee. That's no bueno, no bueno. At least what I'm hearing.
That is so unfortunate to hear
But
from a senior.
I'm praying because he had a visit up in Minnesota scheduled for tomorrow, so that's never a good sign. So, I mean, we'll check back in. We got a football game to win. So 2nd down and 4, ball on the Blue Jay 39. Aim near the right side. It'll be a give again to Nolan. And taken down after a good gainer by Bronson.
A huge gain all the way down.
Oh, whoa. Calm down.
Is that 50? Is that? No.
Jake Lawhead, calm down. Take it down a notch. I love the passion, I do. But you got to take it down a notch. You guys are,
I'm not sure if, I'm guessing that there's some talking coming from us, but,
yeah,
we're
obviously
but not saying that bad things if we haven't gotten a penalty for it.
Yeah, usually you'd see a penalty thrown of unsportsmanlike.
We are officially under 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go.
So give to Nolan, and wrapped by Bell to start. Copeland gets in there, then Aguirre and Bronson finish the job.
Along with Tachima.
Trent Techamai, love Big Trent. 2nd down.
I struggled to pronounce his last name. Under 4 minutes to go. 2nd and 6. So the best run stop yet, but it's 4 yards still.
You got to see him. You got to see a mood change here.
Best chance for the Trojans yet to get a stop.
So again, 2nd and 6. Ball on the 40. Aim near the left side. Heavier set.
I see Ford out wide to guard. Nope,
and he'll keep it. Keeper by the QB.
No one on the outside. Bronson is.
And Bronson and Copeland get him down. Gain of about 1 or 2. 3rd down.
Great job.
I'm looking up top. I'm seeing Piercy and distraught. He's like, come on, coach. What are we doing? What's this?
Great job by DJ Bronson. DJ Bronson, he pursued him to the outside. He didn't try and get him down. He just said, nope, now cut it back in. Bang, we're there.
Yes, and Techamai checks out for Jack Conway.
So now we're putting in the pass rush.
So 3rd and 4, and I'm assuming this is 4-down territory, especially under 3 minutes.
100%, and you need a touchdown from the 38-yard line.
3rd and 4. Give to Nolan. He will. Will he be?
I think he might be a few inches short, maybe.
He will. We're going to see.
They're not giving him it. Nope. It is.
Oh, no, it will
They
be.
are. 1st down and 10 for the Liberty Blue Jays.
2:30 left for the Blue Jays. Now, you're not, it's obviously not field goal territory. You're down by 4.
Still a long way to go. From the 34 and a half. From the,
34 and a half. Aim near that right hash.
And you can't get a field goal. You need 6.
You need 6. So you have 34 and a half yards to drive in 2 minutes.
10 to go.
Sutton up top. Cash down bottom. Give to Nolan. And taken down by Bronson and Ford. Again, got a funnel. That's the big thing that they were winning in the second half or the first half.
Page
They gotta be able
checks
to
out for
funnel.
Tachima.
So they have a 4-down lineman. No, yes, they do. They have 4-down linemen being Ware, Techamai,
They're trying
Conway,
to not,
and Bell.
They're trying not to allow them to get that O-line push because they're automatically gaining about 2 to 3 yards every play. Why? Because it's that constant push that gives them that 5-yard gain. Because then the running back just really has to get 2-yard rush.
So again, Sutton up top, Cash down bottom. 2 tight ends up at the top. Nolan the running back, but timeout Trojans. Their first of the half. 1:30 left. They have 2 remaining. So do the Blue Jays. So as we take a step away, we hope we see a Trojans win here, obviously. No doubt about it. But, I mean, it'd be a big one at that. Beating, again, like we've mentioned a million times over, the number 6th ranked overall team in all of Missouri. 5th in Class 6, the best class in Missouri. The Trojans aren't any puny. They're 23rd, yes, in Missouri, but they're 14th in Class 6, which is something not to scoff at, to say the least. So
Yeah, and I'm still seeing Brandon Morgan down with his father, still on that trainer's table.
So let's see.
But here's the thing. You got 1 minute 30 from the 33. No, the 28. From the
You're close.
From the 28-yard line. Got 28
On the
yards
right hash.
to go for the win.
With 1:30 left. So again, Sutton and Cash, the lone receivers. Sutton stands up top and Cash stands down bottom. Back to pass.
Going for the end
Roberts
zone.
trips. Touchdown, Sutton. This PAT is very, very vital here. Roberts kind of slipped on it.
Well,
And
they
causing
gave that inside leverage because he's wanting to go in and stop the run, but they finally let it fly.
for 6.
But now a crucial PAT attempt.
Because if they miss this, Trojans get the ball, obviously. They go score a field goal, it's a ball game. But they need at least a
123.
field goal to tie, looking at it.
Very possible. Trojans have 2 timeouts to go, and so does Liberty. 1 minute 23 left for the Trojans to go respond.
Ooh, Bronson almost in there.
Flying in, but it is true. 31-28.
1:23
Blue
left.
Jays finally put up points in the second half.
Hey, whoa, they did earlier. They had a pick 6.
Sorry, since the pick 6.
They've done something since then. There you go. So again, let's hope. I mean, you got to see at least a field goal, but we've seen good returns by the Trojans, so that could be the make or break here. Because if they have that good return, puts them at at their own 40 or even midfield, you have all the you could go 6 here.
And
So we see potentially the trainer cart coming down near the Trojan sideline. Never a good sign.
And it looks like they're getting ready to move Morgan to that trainer cart. But the more important thing right now is Liberty is about to kick it off to the Park Hill Trojans, to their 2 dangerous returner.
I wonder if you
Roberts
squib it.
and
I
Dixon.
wonder. Because you have Ford, you have the middle line is, or that line in front of them is Minder, Ware, and Ford. I wonder if you go to them. Or if you kind of put it to 35 and have them run through the
you
ball.
just kick it back and you see what your guys can do. Trust in your guys to stop Dixon and Roberts. If anything, kick it to Roberts or kick it through the end zone.
So
It's got to get through.
kickoff forthcoming.
Squib.
Yes, they do squib. Ford will have it. Takes it about the 20. He's going to cut up field and muscle down at about the 31, 32-yard line on that. So it'll be Trojan football on the left hash on about the, let's see the official spot, 32.
1 minute 19.
So minute 19, they have to drive all the way at
A
least to
field
the
goal.
opposing 30.
A field goal to tie.
Field goal to
send it
tie.
to overtime.
Field goal to tie.
Touchdown for the win.
Yes. Last time we saw overtime was triple OT last year here. Home opener. I was here till 11:30, where they beat Rockbridge and went for 2 in triple overtime.
Brady, I got to give it 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Let's hope we don't see triple OT.
But good Lord, I would love to see some more football here tonight because it's been a great game.
So Dixon, Watson, Leonard down bottom. Minder and AG up top. Zane in the shotgun. Back to pass. Zane surveying, rolling right, throwing. He has Watson. Good gainer.
Go, but they gotta go. No time to celebrate.
So ball will be on the right hash.
Zane receiving the call. Still receiving it.
Getting the call from Haney.
Signal given from Haney. Under a minute.
So here we go. Giving that protection up front.
That's about 10 seconds wasted giving the call. Still giving it. 20 seconds gone.
So here we go. Second and 2, excuse me. Thomas is taken down.
Timeout got to be used here.
Grady Coppinger is in there. First time today. So 43 ticks on the clock. It'll bring up 3rd down for the Trojans.
I'm not too sure if I understand that play call too much. You got to air it out. Got to go. Why? I mean, I get it now. Because if you get a first down, I now understand it now. Because you get a first down, clock stops. They're just trying to get the clock stop. Because then it stops until the center is set over the ball.
So again, the Trojans still remain 1 timeout. The Blue Jays remain with 2.
Okay,
43 ticks on the clock.
Okay, it seems like the card is not out there for Braden because Braden is still on
the little trainer thing. I don't know what to call that little trainer bed. So here we go. Got to get to about the 25, I think. Yeah, I think you were saying Witzke. You were saying Witzke was good.
From the 30, he doinked it off the crossbar.
That's why I say 25.
I think the target line is about the 26, 27. That is about the target line.
So ball on the right hash, 3rd and 4.
Look at this bunch.
Triple bunch down bottom.
Looking deep.
Looking.
Surveying.
Middle of the field is Dixon. Crossing the midfield marker and down at about the 45. Good gainer.
Are they going to spike here? No.
So they don't get time started until
the
now.
center gets over the ball. Here we go.
Until the official blows it.
Spike.
They do spike, 31 left.
A huge play for the Trojans. Now you're about 20-ish yards away from your target line. 45 yards away from the win.
So here we go.
And I'll just say this. Zane, it looked like he stayed calm. He stayed calm and found someone, and that was Dante Dixon. Wide open. Again, how do you leave that guy wide open? How? If there's anybody that's like, don't leave this guy open, it's Dante Dixon.
100%. So again, 2nd and 10 after the spike, 31 ticks on the clock. Play clock winding to 10. 5 wide, 2 men up top, 3 down bottom. Thomas, 5 on the play clock, gets it off. Stepping, firing! Out of AG's reach. I mean, have to put it in one spot only. And it's just where AG can go get it and nobody else. Do not hate the call there, but brings us to 3rd and 10. You're obviously in 4 down territory because you got to go at least tie this ball game.
Here's why I don't really like that. He had Dixon wide open over the middle, who would have probably gone for about 15 yards.
So 26 ticks on the clock.
So here's what I'm expecting here. You got AG on a fade ball just in case. Look.
AG is down bottom.
You got Dixon coming across.
We see Sutton rolling over as the safety.
You got Dixon coming across. This is what I see. Dixon's going to come across on something.
Whoa. Oh!
Great Coppinger, there it is!
There it is, yeah. And Leonard a little slow to get up, but he does.
Yeah, that was a little bit late with Grady Coppinger.
A little. He was about 2 to 3 business days late. That would take us to Wednesday of next week. That would be C-team game.
A crucial penalty. But hey, what a hit.
Yeah, what a hit, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
I understand. It's the adrenaline's flowing. It's like, okay, hey, I'm trying to make sure that this guy doesn't catch the ball, so I'm going to lay this guy out. He's right here. Boom. It's the linebacker's job.
So it gives us 22 ticks on the clock. It'll be a personal foul on Coppinger.
So that will give us
1st down
from
Trojans.
About I think, is that a 15 or 10-yard penalty?
That'll be a 15-yarder.
So this
taking
is
us to the 31.
So now
they need about 6 yards here with 22 ticks, and they have 1 timeout.
For comfortable range, I want to be us at the 15.
100%. and you gotta kind of get middle.
I
We
would be
have seen-
talking to Devin. Where do you want it?
100%. You're looking there, and you're saying, Devin, where do you want it? Or even Zane, where do you want it? Thomas back to pass. Taken down. Timeout. Trojans. 17 seconds
A
left.
crucial sack. The Blue Jays set pressure and it got home.
So 2nd and long now, kind of backtracking from the penalty. So again, Trojan timeout.
That was huge. Why? Because now they back him up a little bit farther. Now from the 36-yard line, you need about 11-ish yards to get.
And you need it. If you get to the middle of the field, you need to get everybody up and spike the football. You got 17 seconds
now
left,
you gotta
no
get out of bounds.
timeouts. Because we've seen Dixon a lot of middle of the field stuff. We haven't seen him sideline stuff, so he can work around and use his
I
speed.
say just what you do. You send Dixon on the inside. You send Dixon on the inside. And you let him use his speed to get out. You get the ball to Dante Dixon, or
You have to get,
and you also send AG on a fade.
or you use AG as a decoy to
Exactly, that's
throw
my
two
point.
guys out of here
You got
one
AG
guy
on the
is
fade to draw
one guy
two
is
guys.
less than two.
You have AG. Yep.
We will see Minder with him though
Here comes Dante. Dante's on the
on the top.
opposite side of Braylon. Braylon's going to
Leonard.
go. He's going to run a fade, I think. And 13 is going to be drawn over with AG if he runs a fade.
Leonard Watson, Dixon up top. Minder, AG down bottom. Thomas back to pass. Stepping up.
Down he goes!
Down he goes. Coppinger brings him down. You have to get to the line quickly.
And that might do it.
It looks like it
Maybe one more snap. Ball game!
will. No way. 31-28 your final here at Preston Field.
Grady Coppinger seals it.
And I mean, I see Dante Dixon just visibly upset. I see Jamari Bell visibly upset, and I would be too. I saw Dixon on the ground being tackled, by the way, by Liberty. Grady Coppinger looks like he's trying to say something in that huddle. So thank you for joining us. We will see you back in 2 weeks as the Trojans will hold host to the Raymore Peculiar Panthers. What a good matchup. Trojans fall 28-31 to the Blue Jays. And we hope Braden Morgan is okay.
But a crucial win. A crucial win for the Blue Jays. And that might be the pivotal point of why the Trojans may not host a play.